That's all I ever think. But I always have to go for the ladies because I'm that kind of guy.
You're just that kind of guy.
As we all know.
As has been said, so therefore must be true.
Got to get it perfect now
right,
for the people.
Oh, there it is.
I ran for 100 yards and had a heart attack. I've written more about this story after that, about what happened. But now I'm reading it. I care even less.
It's just a bear that overdosed on cocaine.
You licked that
That's
bit?
all it is. There's pretty much a lot of evidence to show that you're distinctly not a Nazi. They're not crafts.
But that's the thing, yeah, they keep getting referred to as crafts.
Yeah. Oh, it's a craft. No, it's not. No, that's a balloon.
See, I don't know if I do fully believe it's a balloon. No, you don't know at
It
the
is a
moment.
balloon.
Like,
I don't know what you're talking about, Carl. I'm smoking cigarettes, so
Yeah, too. That's the same.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll myself with
I'm rolling a
cigarettes.
cigarette right now.
To be
Comedic
fair,
actors
then,
who has ever
It's
existed.
probably not as spicy as it used to be, so it's less Tim Curry now and a bit more Tim Coleman. I am hilarious. This is the Kill Them with Comedy podcast, featuring true crime, amazing events, conspiracies, unsolved mysteries, and an array of weird and wonderful topics, all for your enjoyment. You're welcome.
And that proves that even people that you would trust with your life can, at some point, go f***ing crazy.
I found this chair outside a house on Coventry Road, and I was like, I'm having that.
Oh, what? Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got it back, and I was like, okay, kind of. The thing is, I threw away the other chair first before actually trying this one out, and then realised that, it has a bit of a thing where it like goes back quite far.
Yeah, that's probably why they chucked it.
But I think it's not breaking.
No?
I mean, one night I'll test it out by accidentally falling asleep like
yeah,
this.
Yeah, and you'll really know.
Yeah, I will definitely know. Yeah. Whatever happens by the end of it, I will know.
Yeah.
But one thing that I definitely know is that this is an episode of the Kill Your Comedy podcast, the show where two comedians talk about anything and everything that we find interesting. You interrupted me, motherfucker.
Yeah,
What's the thing that people do?
Ooh, it's from that song.
Ooh, wow, ooh, wow, ooh, wow, to make me go, ooh, wow, ooh,
Except
wow.
now that's like every time I watch a compilation video on the internet of any kind, that eventually you'll come across one that goes like, ooh,
I don't, I'm not going to lie, I'm not even totally sure if the thing I'm doing is the right thing.
I don't know.
But I like making the noise.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
Ooh, ah.
Ooh,
It's like, what is it? Oh yeah, it's a Roman Reigns wrestling thing where it's like, ooh, ah.
Yeah, that's a whole different vibe.
That's like an angry version
That's
of it.
an angry vibe.
Yeah.
That's what that is, Carl.
It's that sound on steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he hasn't been able to have a workout today.
No.
So he's like, ooh, Roidy.
Oh, no one got for me.
I need to attack.
I need to beat someone up.
That's all I ever think. But I always have to go for the ladies because I'm that kind of guy.
You're just that kind of guy.
I'm just that kind of
You're
guy.
just that kind of guy. As we all know. As
we all know.
As has been said, so therefore must be true.
As has been said, so therefore must be true. Exactly. I'm glad we're both on the same wavelength here.
Yeah.
Glad.
yeah. That's a weird situation to be in.
I'm not even going to spend my time talking about it because I'm sorry, if people don't understand why I'm going to defend myself when somebody's accusing me of beating a woman, then you're probably not somebody I want to talk to anyway.
Probably the time to sort of defend.
Maybe.
At that point, if someone started spreading that.
Yeah. Crazy idea there.
Yeah. Well, let's play.
My mistake. It's just my mistake for assuming people care about the truth. That's my mistake.
What's truth, Carl?
To be fair, look at the world nowadays.
What's truth?
People don't give a shit about the truth.
What the fuck is truth?
Yeah.
Truth is whatever the person who in front of you says it is at the time.
Yeah. Anyway, what we do to do these beatings properly is we have a few good drinks. Whereas I, right now, drinking some lovely Budweiser.
I love that you see where I'm going already.
Yeah.
I'm desperate for this.
So what? For what?
For what's Nathan drinking?
Oh my giddy!
Oh, it's back.
Can we just clarify? It's the first ever time in person.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, every other time it was during COVID, wasn't it? So I was just going into Waitrose and buying a cheap bottle of whiskey and seeing what it was like.
Oh, is that what you were doing?
That's literally what I was doing.
Okay.
I went into Waitrose. I was like, and people judge Waitrose. People do judge Waitrose for being ridiculously expensive.
I thought you were going to say cheap then or something.
No.
You have to be a really posh bastard to think Waitrose is common.
Yeah. No, but like their whiskey selection is quite large, and they sort of run out of space eventually, so they'll put them on pretty heavy discounts.
Makes sense.
And I have tried some fucking lovely whiskies from that.
So there's a pen in that box and just pass me behind you.
Where
the
is
basket on that table.
What?
There's a basket on that table.
No. Is that pen there?
That's the one, thank you.
Yeah.
Apologies for interrupting, sir. Please continue.
So, I tried the Penderyn, that was fucking lovely. I tried the Bullet, that was good. There's lots of...
A lot of girls agree the Bullet is good.
Yeah.
They tell me while I'm wailing on them. It's like, oh.
Yeah. There's also the Woodford
I'll stop
Reserve,
now.
which I'd already tried before. That's Woodford Reserve is just fucking fantastic. There was Sexton. I remember the ton of sex that was Sexton.
I remember you talking about this one because I found it funny.
Yeah. There are loads of different ones, but this is the latest that I found. It's called Talisker Sky, single malt Scotch whiskey. Scotch whiskey. Elemental warm notes, verdant richness, made by the sea.
Wow, the sea made this.
I know.
Oh my god.
I know, right? Fucking
Poseidon,
hell.
what have you been doing with yourself?
Yeah, I'm so happy Poseidon got involved in the fucking whiskey biz.
Woo.
Let's have a little look at this bottle.
Going to be waves of beauty right now.
Let's have a little look.
I do love the box. Any alcohol that comes in a box, first of all, is good.
That's a lovely label.
It's a nice label.
Lovely
I like how it
a little
cuts
bit
off.
of the coastline. Yeah,
Yeah. The
Shows it
design.
off.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good.
I do like the look of it.
Good. It is.
Particularly plain bottle, realistically.
Yeah, I like that though. I like it when bottles aren't too crazy.
It shouldn't be too crazy because then at a certain point you're paying for the bottle.
Well, exactly.
Like that.
It's 45.8%.
Woo!
I'm not having more than one of these apparently.
Yeah, no. I can have as many as I want.
It gives you the exact location of the brewery. So it's latitude 57, 17.9 N. Then longitude 06 degrees, 21.5 W. So that's
I love that it gives you the exact location
the exact
of it.
coordinates of where this shit was made.
In case you turn into an alcoholic from it and you want to bomb the building.
Yeah.
Don't do, of course. Not advocating for bombing breweries.
No. Definitely
Bombing mosques, that's different.
Oh!
I'm joking. That was before, wasn't it, baby?
Yeah.
Really back.
Yeah, really back.
Really back. Okay, we're real
some
back.
whiskey before we're going to drop any of that.
Okay. Yeah, we need to ease into that, actually.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, we're 6 minutes in. I mean, anytime
anyone who doesn't understand what this podcast is by now.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. I mean...
Ooh!
Oh, yeah, it's the... Oh, yeah, you didn't get the sound this time, though.
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Go on, who needs the sound? That's like the only ASMR that needs to be on the podcast.
It is.
Oh. It's a shame I hit the table after,
is.
though.
I'm
Go on, get
now.
it perfect. Go on.
It.
You got to get it perfect now.
Right, there we
for
go.
the people.
Oh, there it is.
That was perfect.
That's what you want. That's what you want.
That is the only ASMR that I care about.
Onto my leg.
There you go. You have to swill it out.
Oh, there we go. Can't have any more than that. That's...
That looks like a reasonable tipple.
That looks like a very reasonable tipple. Oh my word, look at that.
As you know, I'm just not a fan of whiskey. Like, I would not enjoy it. You seem to actually be a connoisseur of this and actually enjoy it.
I genuinely love it.
I do like rum though. Rum is my tipple. May I smell?
Oh, that sounds so smooth. You can almost smell... I know it sounds silly and it's probably just marketing. But, like, you can smell the sea salt in that to a certain extent.
I can smell the death. You know what? I smell that and it reminds me of being like 20, going to like Subway City, having like the going to the student night, and it was like pay £10, get 10 drinks in the voucher. You can have certain ones, and it still I'm sorry, it smells like cheap whiskey still. It's no different to me.
There's certain things that, like Sambuca I can't do. No matter how nice the Sambuca is, it will make me sick. I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
Because I didn't like aniseed that much to begin with.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of aniseed. I can do Sambuca just because I went through a period of having it so much with my ex.
I eventually managed to get myself back onto vodka, but it took a lot of time and it took some really good vodka.
The hippie man is prefers vodka than anything.
Yeah.
Goff.
The thing is, the best thing about vodka is it doesn't matter how strong the vodka gets. It basically just tastes like vodka. Yeah, but it has the same burn as vodka.
But at the same time, no matter how much money you spend on said vodka...
Oh, incorrect. I know what you're about to say, that the vodka never gets better. That's because people go for like Smirnoff and shit like that.
That's not good vodka still,
That's not good vodka.
You need like Grey Goose.
Grey Goose, still not good vodka.
Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
The only vodka I have ever had that I actually liked, I think it was called like Balkan or something like that. It's literally from like
Russia.
Russian kind of area.
With love.
Not actually Russia. I think it's like somewhere near
Serbia.
But it's 98%.
Oh yeah, because I know it's different over there, isn't it? Like the way that they do the volume and stuff.
They do it in a whole different way.
Yeah.
And you can put the tiniest shot of that into anything. You cannot taste it. You cannot smell it. It is just pure, strong, like fuck you up alcohol.
What about if you have it straight though?
That's the thing. I did try it straight as well. I had a little sip of it every now and then. Now, sipping that was lovely because it sort of evaporates so quickly in your tongue. It just warms you as you drink it. Like, you can understand why the Russian people would like it, you know.
Well, you can understand the concept completely. Oh, no, I'm going to give some silence. Don't worry,
I need to.
I'm not going to talk over this.
I'm getting marker pens. I say a little bit of sea
You say
salt.
you're getting marker pens?
Genuinely, I smell like there's a little bit of that smells a little bit like marker pens.
Yes.
Not in a bad way. I think it's the peatiness, but I don't think it's too peaty.
That gets people in Philadelphia, America high. Or if you're in England, Billesley, Birmingham.
Yeah.
Billesley. It's the same thing as Philadelphia on a smaller scale.
So that's got
I knew someone from Billesley.
I'm going to need to try this to get the actual notes.
The guy I know from Billesley got paid to drink his own piss. Not much. Not enough, anyway. How is it? You tried it?
Oh, it's creamy.
Yeah, that's the first thing I would think of trying whiskey. Oh, it's creamy.
It is though. There's a creaminess to it.
So strange to imagine for somebody. I have no palate with it, obviously. So
a little bit of burnt wood, just a touch.
Okay, a little bit of burnt wood.
Yeah, genuinely. Like bark, almost.
Oh my goodness, that was me for once. I'm going to make a note of that to cut that out. Well, you know what, that tastes like tikka masala.
There's not really any vanilla to that, which is what I was expecting.
Ah, okay. See, I do like vanilla.
Yeah, nothing like that to it.
I'm surprising.
It's spicy, in a way. It's fucking good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool.
That's a good fucking whiskey.
Okay. And what was that called again?
That's Talisker Sky. Again, you want to see, have a little box. There you go. Find it somewhere cheap and have a go.
Talisker Sky, officially as good as Budweiser. What better compliment is there? What better lie is that?
That is lovely. That is really good. It's not too peaty. That's literally as far as I'd like to go into like the peatiness of it.
Is peaty like earthy? Because I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, yeah. That's that kind of like it tastes like you're drinking fucking soil.
Yeah, I think I like that. I've had it on something else.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Some of them take it way too far. Like some Lafroig, everyone talks about like it's brilliant. Nah, man. I don't want to be drinking fucking turf. Thank you.
No, yeah.
Yeah. No.
We have enough smoking grass.
Yeah. That's got literally just enough of it there that it sort of lifts it a bit on the back of your tongue. It's fucking lovely.
I'm still more a fan of rum personally. I should start doing the same. What is cold drinking? Well, to be fair, it's pointless though because it would just literally be Captain Morgan's every time.
No, but that's the point. Like you can always have Captain. Yeah, the thing is, you never buy something new for an expensive thing. Wait till it's on sale.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that's a rum I've never tried. I'm going to try that motherfucker. And I swear to God, man, it's a little bit of a like culinary journey.
I really should do because I keep getting told all these different ones. Alcoholic journey. Yeah, well, that's the best kind of culinary journey to go on. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, God, I'm like proper, just like
that is fucking. Oh, I need to go back to this.
Yeah. Oh, you need to go back to the thing. Okay, I got home with you.
Oh, you naughty beverage.
It is a naughty beverage, isn't it?
It's a very naughty beverage.
Yes. See, there's naughty beverages, but some countries have been naughty recently too.
They have.
Which I think we need to discuss.
I think it's very necessary.
I think you know exactly what I'm going to get to.
Interesting.
Playing chess.
Yeah.
My God, what have those people been doing? Anal beads up the ass to cheat. What bigger news story is there?
I think there's one that's ballooned a little bit.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's a good place to start with it then. So yeah, the Chinese, because that was like a good couple of weeks ago now, I think, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like Because I haven't talked to you properly since then.
Let me get this more in front of my face because I'm sort of leaning this way. I think that's probably.
Yeah, okay.
That's better, innit? That's going to pick up better, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking fine anyway.
Fucking yeah. One day we're going to be doing this
Yeah.
around a giant table, Carl, and it's going to be a daily fucking thing.
It's going to have like the fucking daily. Fuck that.
Well, weekly at least.
Weekly, there you go, yeah.
Weekly, and then we'll both have our own side pod at the same time, you know.
To be fair, it is kind of. It does work out weekly anyway.
It does.
Almost. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
we have our wobbles here and there due to COVID and shit. That was fun getting that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
I still don't think. If I did get it, I was pretty asymptomatic to begin with anyway.
Yeah. Some people were lucky like that. Me, not so much. Like, first time round, I got fucked up, like, with the flu and flu-like symptoms almost, you know, all that coughing and shit. This time, it was all the head stuff, but for way longer. Not as aggressive, but for way longer. Yeah. I couldn't think straight for fucking 2 weeks, 2 full weeks. I was trying to play a computer game at one point, Far Cry 6. Far Cry isn't a hard game. You just walk around and shoot at stuff. That's it. That's why I play those games.
It's fun.
Because it's easy.
Yeah, you can let your mind turn off a bit.
I got my ass handed to me over and over. I couldn't think. I couldn't put 2 and 2 together and get ammunition. I couldn't just... I was fucked.
I was playing Breaking Point more than anything. Breaking Point? I keep saying that, but I might be wrong. The Tom Clancy one.
Tom Clancy Breakpoint.
Breakpoint, not Breaking Point. Yeah. It's fun.
I mean, they did shitloads of updates on it, which probably did make it quite fun because the original release was fucking dog shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why? What by?
Basically, they just didn't plan it out right. They didn't have like enough content at launch. They had loads of bugs. The standard Ubisoft shit.
Yeah.
It's like I've been thinking of trying to do game reviews, but I don't. It's too much time.
Yeah,
it's way too much time.
I want to go back to getting my unlimited cinema card and do film reviews again.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I love my films too, and it's a reason to go to the cinema that I watch it because I do like it. What's the last film I watched? Now with and we'll get onto the UFOs in a sec.
Yeah.
Black Panther, I think was the most recent film.
I haven't seen that.
I wouldn't bother.
No, I've heard that. I've heard a lot of people say it just doesn't have much story. It doesn't hold together that much.
It's almost like if the film's called Black Panther, you need the Black Panther there.
Yeah, and I had some spoilers, and this is going to be spoilers. If you don't want to hear this, move on like a minute. I'm going to give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
John Cleese is now Superman.
That'd be awesome. Like apparently they picked the wrong person to be the new Black Panther, and they should have gone with like the big badass tribe dude from the first. Yeah, exactly.
I do like M'Baku.
And everyone was like, yeah, he's got the fucking charisma, he's got the vibe, he's got the body, he's got the fucking, you know.
I get that. That would have been the fun choice.
Yeah.
But surely it makes more sense.
It does.
And it goes with the women empowerment thing, which I'm fine with.
I'm fine with that.
Fine with that.
A lot of people
maybe not her.
Loads of people had a problem with the Avengers for Endgame for having one scene in it.
Yeah, but
literally
that was really forced. That scene. It was terrible. It was so
forced,
bad.
But I actually liked it. I was like, I'd watch a fucking Avengers movie with all of these bitches.
It was so bad. Though.
I don't give a motherfucker.
So out of nowhere.
I don't give a motherfucker because it was just like, look at these fine ass women kicking some ass.
Have you seen The Boys?
Yeah.
You know, parodied that. Girls get things done.
Yeah.
They did indeed.
Yeah.
They did indeed get things done. I'm looking forward to watching the new Ant-Man though. That should be good.
Ooh.
You're not into it. I've heard.
Well, the thing is, I've heard it's got some shit reviews, but
yeah, I don't see why though.
I think a lot of reviewers are just sick of the Marvel thing in general. Yeah. Like,
I
want to watch Quantumania, but I want to sort of re-watch everything beforehand, and by everything I mean because this is like the next big stage.
It is that's the start of Phase 5 now.
Yeah. This is literally them going, dick on the table. This is where this is heading. You know,
balls out. Yeah,
balls out. Dick on the table. Yeah.
The legitimate Australian.
Yeah.
Phrase, isn't it?
Yeah. But that's why I'm interested. But that means I do want to watch everything first, and by everything I mean everything. I want to watch Captain America, then I want to watch the Agent Carter series, then I want to watch fucking...
You watched it before,
Captain Marvel. No.
Never?
I've never watched the series. Like, apart from Daredevil and Jessica Jones and
Ones you
Luke
don't need to
Cage.
watch now.
Well, I'm
They're
gonna
not
because I'm
included.
gonna rewatch it. Yeah, Daredevil's back.
Well, but it's still not the same timeline, so it still doesn't
It's
matter.
fucking. It is the same timeline.
Wait, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
It is. It's gotta be though.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
It is.
You've not heard of the multiverse?
Yeah, but She-Hulk's involved in it, isn't she? And she's in this universe. And then
No,
Daredevil.
no, no. She-Hulk was
kissed her.
never in the series, the Daredevil series.
No, she is. She,
No, I mean the Daredevil that's popped up recently. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is obviously the same timeline, but I'm on about the Daredevil that was in the Netflix show. That's not the same Daredevil that's in it now.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
It's the same guy.
I know it's the same guy.
It's the same guy in the same suit. In
No,
the
it's not
same
in the same-
universe.
he's in a
When did
different
they
suit.
swap
He's in a
universe?
different suit.
When did they swap universe, Carl?
No, he's in a different suit.
At what point did they swap universe?
It's Doctor Strange.
No, that's not how
No,
this
so
works.
it was Loki who ripped open. it
Yeah,
was
but that
during the
doesn't
season.
mean that he's necessarily from that.
No, but it is when you listen to him. Though he was making references of things that didn't really happen, and bear in mind as well, Kingpin goes side to side with him, and from listening to the two things they said, it's pretty clear it's a different universe. Like really, it's a different universe.
Oh.
They're not the same.
All right.
I think a lot of the stuff that happened in the Netflix show still happened to him, though.
Mm.
So it is, in all honesty, it is still worth watching it. But you know,
I mean, the
it's
thing
not
is, now I've got
technically
to
the
watch
same.
all of the fucking Spider-Man movies shoved in between
But
all
they're
this shit.
good ones.
Yeah, I know.
They're fun. But
They're great.
Disney Plus don't have them, though.
No.
That's a bastard. I realised this the other day because I've been watching a few of them lately.
It's
as
alright,
well.
I've got Netflix.
Motherfucker. Are they on there?
They were for a bit, I don't know if they are now.
Oh, I think Far From Home is and the other one,
Yeah.
which is the newest one again.
One of them was boasting about having all the Raimi ones recently, so it could well be Netflix.
I'm okay with the Raimi one. It's nice that Andrew Garfield has finally been recognised as a good Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's a good Spider-Man. He just got bad scripts.
Yeah,
It
he
wasn't
has
his
terrible
fault.
films.
Wasn't
Yeah.
his fucking fault.
No. I loved. He was my favourite Spider-Man. I think maybe I prefer Tom Holland now just because he kind of makes more sense with the comic.
Yeah, the weird thing about that though, I really liked Spider-Man Far From Home. It's a great movie, don't get me wrong. I don't think it's the best cinematic movie. I don't think its plot holds together quite as well as the other Marvel movies or Spider-Man movies.
What about the newest one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a bit scattered. It's
Yeah.
basically just fan service the movie. That's
completely
entirely
true.
what it is.
That's what it is.
And that's not a problem because it worked fucking brilliantly,
Well,
obviously.
there's ridiculous plot holes in it.
There's huge plot holes in it. There's and they just sort of wipe them away, and it's and also just the thing where he's like, and now no one knows me. It's like, why was that necessary? Then?
Yeah, it wasn't.
I don't.
It
get
really
that.
wasn't.
No,
like,
it really
at all.
wasn't.
I could see him doing it though.
Yeah.
He's an idiot.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's quite cool how we.
Apparently, there's rumours going around that there is going to be a new Andrew Garfield movie, and the Venom in it is
I've
going to
heard
be
this.
Tom Hardy's Venom, which would be
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Like Andrew Garfield would do like one of the other because they're already showing all these different branches and the timelines and that different.
I did actually see on a Facebook post at one point someone saying this is the Spider-Man I want Andrew Garfield to turn into in the next movie, and it's like it's Peter Parker going up to the Kingpin. Sorry, I've got that. And he's like grabbed him by the throat, and he's just got his web thrower like pointed at his throat, and he goes, "You know what I could do right now? I could just pull my hand back and fill your lungs with spider silk. Then
Wow,
you'd never be able to get it out."
that would be cool. I mean, he did get pretty screwed over at the end of his film,
He did.
and he slightly killed his lady.
Yeah.
Or it really didn't help her.
No.
No. And she was probably the most attractive lady of them all.
Yeah, she probably was. Like out of all of the Mary Janes.
I like Kirsten Dunst.
Or
but Mary
Gwen
Jane or
Stacy's.
Yeah, Gwen Stacy. I'm trying to remember the name.
To be fair, if they do bring her back as Spider-Gwen,
Spider-Gwen, yeah.
that'd
be good.
Fucking awesome. I would watch the fuck out of that movie, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Live action one. Yeah.
Live action one with Andrew Garfield, and he gets his girl back because of multi-dimensional madness. Like, fuck yes. Fuck yes, boy. Fuck yes.
Yeah, boy.
But only after he's had the movie with Venom first, and shit gets really bad for him and it gets brutal, and then he gets her back at the end in the final movie and she sort of pulls him out of it.
And then he brings Carnage back too.
Fuck yes.
Carnage was
yes, Carl.
Yeah.
We are movie producers.
We
Carl.
just are.
We are basically just movie producers.
And I do quite like Woody Harrelson doing Carnage. I
thought he was brilliant.
Yeah. Once again, the script wasn't that great, but
again,
Woody
that
Harrelson and Tom Hardy made it.
There is nothing you cannot hand Woody Harrelson that doesn't make it better. There's one called Code 999, right? It is a bollocks movie. It is a fucking terrible, cheap action movie that sort of advertised itself as this really smart, cool, edgy, aggressive crime thriller, and it's just a bunch of twats talking a lot, and then some bad action happens, and then a bit more bad action happens. Now, the only good thing about this entire movie is, once again, Woody Harrelson, who's playing a coke-taking, weed-smoking dick of a detective. And he is fucking fantastic. The entire movie is shit, but every single scene that Woody Harrelson is in is fucking gold.
That film sounds like it kind of keys into the topic I'll get into in a bit.
Ooh.
But it's a short one, so I'm not going to start it yet, though.
Okay.
But I do want to know your opinion on these things that have been popular. So let's just go through for anyone who doesn't know.
Let's go through this shit, yeah.
So there was...
Let these motherfuckers know.
I mean, that I hope they already know.
Let's let
but
them
just in case
know.
not, let them know. UFOs be attacking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Chinese first, so with the balloon, they shut that down. They were like, it's a balloon, and they found it pretty quickly.
It's a balloon.
But then there was reports of one in Alaska, one somewhere near Canada, and then one over Lake Huron of these unidentified objects. Yeah, they keep getting referred to as crafts.
They're not crafts.
But that's the thing. Yeah, they keep getting referred to as crafts.
Oh, it's a craft. No, it's not. No, that's a balloon.
I've gone back and forward on this. I mean, you see, I don't know if I do fully believe it's a balloon. No, you don't know.
It is a balloon.
How do you know?
They've seen like close-up photos of them now. Like people have got high-res photos, and there's literally just like panels going in either direction, and then like a big balloon in the centre.
Since when? I've been checking up on this stuff. And
yeah, my friend showed me a photo earlier on today. I can't remember if it's on my phone.
You sure that's not on about the first one?
No.
Because there was all them, but
no, yeah, that was just the first one. Yeah, no, I'm just talking about those
UFO
McTavish balls.
Down balloon photo.
Balloon.
Okay, let's have a look see then. So.
There we go.
See, I can't see anything on here about that. About photos that have been taken or anything. I haven't heard that at all.
Just look for close up.
You sure? Because there's been a lot of fake pictures going around that I know I've seen on other things and I know they're not legit. But people are saying they are. So it might be that.
Could be that.
Because was it by any chance the one looking out of like a jet?
No.
Obviously.
No. This one was literally from the ground. I'm literally talking about the ones that are obviously balloons. The ones that are obviously balloons from China. I'm not talking about the ones that are not so clear.
Well, I mean, the only one that seems definite so far that was balloon that they've confirmed was the first one.
Right.
So it's 4.
Yeah. I'm only talking about the balloon one, literally.
Oh, the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because there's been more. There have also been more balloons that are quite clearly balloons as well. Like, it's not the first time it's happened. It's not going to be the last time it happened.
Yeah. The balloon. The idea of the balloon, like satellite thing. It's a very weird thing to.
It's not. It's not even like an actual satellite. They just literally launch them in the jet stream, and it comes straight over exactly where they want. They can steer themselves a little bit.
Okay.
And they just take spy photos and data.
So with the other ones, it's like trying to figure out what they've said, how much of it is true and stuff. Yeah. Because we don't know. That's the thing. We're just going by like.
Well, you never
things
know.
You've heard.
You never know with the government.
Yeah. That's all we're doing. We're going by little things.
You want to know stuff? Go live in fucking somewhere where there isn't a government.
Well, to be fair, you're probably more likely, to actually figure out what's going on. I'm going to do the same. Actually, that's a good idea.
It is a good idea, isn't it?
I've been smoking like little ones lately because I
don't know what you're talking about, Carl. I'm smoking cigarettes, so.
Yeah, too. That's the same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll myself
I'm rolling a cigarette right now.
That's all I would ever smoke.
That's all I'd ever smoke as well. Why would we ever smoke anything else?
Exactly. It's just
so
wrong.
illegal.
Yeah. Whether it's illegal, it's morally not okay
It's
to
morally
do.
unjustified.
Morally unjustified. That is the perfect way to put it.
It is. Yeah, we're not justified. Starring Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah. I love listening
No, actually,
to him.
we are justified because we are only smoking tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Timothy Oliphant, I love him. He's so fucking funny.
He's a fucking good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor and he's hilarious when he's. Have you ever?
He's also a bit of a dick.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
But have you watched him like doing like podcasts with like Conan? His new podcast.
Oh no.
Oh, it's great. Them two together, like. He's a dick to they're dicks to each other.
Yeah.
Like like they just constantly like
I get the
making
feeling
it
that's
not.
kind of his vibe. That's how he's friends with people.
Yeah, definitely because they're
He's
actual
just a
friends.
dick to them.
Yeah.
It's like Bill Burr. The amount of people who've been on like Bill Burr, had Bill Burr on their podcast, and it's just fallen apart.
Yeah.
Because Bill Burr's just throwing fucking shit at them, and they're just taking it and giving them nothing back. So what's even the point? He's just squashing them at this point.
That's a really good fucking Bill Burr. That is. That's fucking good.
Yeah.
So with these things then,
It's when he gets quiet as well. It's why he's gonna squash him at this point. I don't know what to do.
what do you think Bill Burr would think about these things?
Oh, he doesn't give a shit.
No?
No, he doesn't give a shit. Oh, why someone's spying on us? It's got nothing to do with me, motherfucker. That became fucking like New Yorkie at the end.
So what do you think that like them things are then, all of them?
I haven't seen them. That's the interesting thing about this podcast, Carl, is I'm about to see shit that I ain't seen.
What?
I haven't seen them.
Haven't seen what?
Any of them.
I mean, we haven't seen them, that's the problem.
Oh, right.
That's the issue.
I didn't. Yeah, I thought people had like a vague fucking photo here.
No, we haven't seen a single bit of evidence. So this is why I find it weird.
That is weird.
From the stuff first of all that's come out, I mean, there's been there was the first one, the Chinese balloon, etc. And then basically, apparently, what happened was they then realised they looked at them and they were like, okay, we're going to change our sensors, so we're going to look for because they were originally programmed to look for like jets and planes, that kind of thing.
For slow moving shit.
But now they've changed it for small things at high altitude. Now they've picked up all these different things.
Yeah.
It keys in completely to what the other UFO stuff we've heard, like David Fravor and the gimbal especially, which is the one where it's like saying completely still and then it just turns a bit.
Yeah.
That video. Because these ones, the only thing we've been told about the capability so far is that it stayed at a level of 40,000 feet. Stayed completely still, completely stationary, with no signs of propulsion. Which, balloon, it doesn't stay still.
No, it doesn't.
It's not going to happen. But at the same time, I mean, I say we haven't seen.
We've seen Hindenburg was a bit of a fucker.
We've seen this is the problem though, we've seen no radar stuff, no photos, no nothing.
Yeah.
And apparently, even though they shut these things down, one in Alaska, they haven't been able to recover the wreckage yet.
Alaska is a bit of a fucking
weird, it is hard.
Big place.
But then you got Canada, where it was done above in a pretty chill place. I don't know what that was like, but then you've got one over Lake Huron that was shut down. That's just a great lake in America. It shouldn't be hard to recover it after that. It should.
I mean, it depends how deep is the lake.
No, but that Chinese balloon though, they recovered that within a day.
Yeah.
It was photos of them all picking it apart and that,
What I find funny about that is we were talking about it at work. And it's quite a good way to waste another country's money. You just sort of go, well, we're going to build a balloon for a few thousand and send that over. And then they're going to launch hundreds of thousands worth of dollars of missiles at these shitty little balloons.
Yeah. Man, it's true as well. This is the thing though for me, it's like I don't know if I don't think I believe that it's aliens right now, even though the Pentagon do keep saying that they can't rule it out. But at the
That's
same,
because they don't want you to know what it actually is. That's
Yeah.
what always freaks me out.
But the
about that shit.
capabilities that we've seen so far, like the staying perfectly still, we don't have technology that can do that.
No.
We just don't. But that's the thing. Is that actually true? There's been no evidence yet, so I'm not really going to believe
It's hard to say, really, because we'll never know.
Well, I mean, we've seen
Until-
evidence of some of the radar stuff that's come
Yeah.
out. That's what I mean. No.
Yeah. There's lots of people who are like, oh, it's definitely, this is the sign that aliens are finally going to
Yeah, I
come
don't
down and
think
show us.
that's-
It's like, oh, mate, what are you doing?
It'd be cool if it was. It'd be really cool.
It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I'd be so down
Well,
for
I mean,
that.
then again, though, it might not be, because basically the way I see it is that either way it's big news, because what's happened is they've either shut down spy things from another country,
Yeah.
from China, which
Yeah.
it's China.
From
that's-
China.
or from an alien race. Either way, it's not great. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, starting intergalactic war is a bit of a fucking...
Yeah.
It's a bit of a ball ache, isn't it?
A little bit.
Especially seeing as we're, already almost at war with Russia, and China are definitely going to be doing some shit soon.
I do think, in all honesty, I think it's more likely to be a China thing.
Oh, China's going to
I think
be
they're
way
being
more of
lying.
a problem than Russia.
Oh, yeah. I've been talking about this because I've got a group chat going on again now with my old mates. We've all reconnected again lately, like from school, and that, which is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Including the guy that I said, like, almost died when he got attacked in...
Oh,
Yeah. Cool, man. But we've all been saying, well, they were saying more than anything that, or him especially, actually, the caller were saying about how they don't think China could really do anything to us. They tried like 20 years ago and it could. Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, well, that's 20 years ago. They've been preparing since then.
There was a guy on Joe Rogan who explained it really well. Now, the Chinese know they have to, if they're going to do anything about taking over land in Taiwan and places like that, they've got their eye on a lot of places.
Because Taiwan, obviously, the main exporter of like the computer chips, and they think they class them as part of China.
China,
so
they do. Under the one China policy,
Yeah.
Well, they know they
Now
have to
you
do
know.
that. They have to do that in the next 5 years.
What? Do what?
Take over Taiwan.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to know why?
Go on.
Because the American naval forces are at the weakest they will be for the next 20 years.
Makes sense.
Because America is in the phase of getting rid of old stock to pay for new stock.
Okay.
Which means they have way less aircraft carriers, less destroyers than they have ever had.
Yeah.
Right? And U-boats, everything. Or submarines, you know.
Yeah. It's in Germany, what are you talking about?
Whilst the Chinese, they've got loads. They've been building for a while. They have the biggest naval force by a long margin.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And they are still building more.
Definitely.
And they can fucking take Taiwan in the next 5 years. So they fucking will.
It will be a fight still. I don't think any of us are pretending that, China are definitely going to be able to America and England
Combined
NATO.
Forces, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
it's
China
not
is
a
sitting there
guarantee.
watching. Yeah, China is sitting there watching
It's
Russia.
not a guarantee that we're going to win, sorry is what I mean.
Yeah, China is sitting there watching Russia and this offensive in Ukraine, and we're throwing more and more tanks and more missiles and more guns at Ukraine to try and stop fucking Vladimir Putin. They're going to wait till all of that's spent, and then they're just going to march over fucking Taiwan.
And then let's just, put a tinfoil hat on for a second.
Mm-hmm.
They're also fully aware that they can have like a disease going on in their country.
Yeah.
And when it comes to Chinese New Year, it will get spread everywhere.
Yeah.
They're aware of that,
Yeah.
whether it was on purpose to begin with.
I have talked
They
about
still
this to
aware
friends,
of
and I don't care what people say. It's not racist. It's about.
No, fuck it. It's a government.
It's
not
a
the people.
government thing.
The people in China are
The
angry
government
about it
of
just as
China
much as we
fucked
are.
up really badly, and then they just let it keep fucking up because they didn't want
Yeah.
to admit that they
It's
fucked it
not
up.
racist at all.
It's
The-
bureaucracy that I fucking hate.
Yeah.
And
the
that's
government's-
what caused this, because they knew that they had a fucking rise in infections. They knew that fucking Chinese New Year was coming, and they didn't bother to fucking test or develop anything that could actually properly test, because this one doesn't show up on fucking tests.
And to begin with, I mean, they didn't even. I think the tests have been kind of
Oh, they started getting dodgy straight away.
Yeah,
you had to
yeah.
start taking 3. But now,
Yeah,
even if you
exactly.
take like 5, 6, 7, you won't get a positive because it is mutated to a point where it just doesn't show
Is
up.
it technically a new strain?
Yeah, it's a new strain, yeah.
Because we have.
There were
has it
3
been
new
found over
strains.
here yet?
This is another thing I learned from this thing.
'Cause I haven't heard it being
There were
reported
3
over
new
here.
strains in China, right? And
That's
they were
definitely
all
was that
mixing.
China saying it though.
Yeah, no, this was like underground fucking journalists in China
Oh,
who were
okay,
talking
okay.
because they weren't allowed to say what the
Yeah,
government
yeah.
actually wanted them to say.
Yeah.
Or didn't want them to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's pretty good evidence to show that there were 3 different strains around, and they may well have all just combined into one brutal super strain because they were getting more hospitalizations back again in China. More
But that's
people
also
with-
one thing that we've got to remember too is that most of them haven't been vaccinated properly.
yeah, not at all.
So, like just the hospitalisation and all that doesn't mean that it would be worse for us, for example.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but it could be. Yeah.
I mean, as I say, this one did a lot more head shit to me than the other one did by a long way.
Different. I mean, you don't know though. There's already been like 3 different strains, ain't there, or something?
Yeah.
So you could have had one before, and this one could be one of the older ones that you just didn't expect to affect you like that.
It could be, but I was on a COVID ward, so I got everything.
I mean, there was like
There were 3 strains at
frame.
the time
Oh, at one time.
when I went in.
Oh,
There was the original one. There was
isn't that only one would get into you at one time? I don't.
yeah.
think you can
Then
get
there
them
was
all.
the Delta one, and then there was also a different other one. I can't
Omicron.
remember. Yeah.
Omicron.
That was it. And I'd picked up one of them, and I felt like shit. And then I went into COVID ward, and I came out feeling even more like shit for
Weirdly,
even
yeah,
longer
yeah.
because I'd picked up the other 2 fucking strains of whatever I didn't have.
I'm going to very quickly go for a wee.
That's okay. But yeah, this one's been pretty horrible as things go. But I'm okay. I'm just coughing up the most fucking vile looking shit, man. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I won't describe it because it will probably turn a lot of your viewers off or listeners off anyway. But either of you, But don't get COVID is what I'm saying. And again, like, they knew this shit was out there. They knew it was coming. And they just fucking didn't do anything about it. They let people go all over the world for Chinese New Year. And don't get me wrong, I don't resent that. That's a wonderful holiday. But because of the lax attitude now with it all, no one paid any attention to it. No one gave a shit. We haven't had any mention of the new strains around from the government because they're just choosing to ignore it and act like COVID isn't a thing anymore.
Oh, it's not so much of a thing now.
It's not as much of a thing. Don't get me wrong. It is a fucking
still there.
horrible 2 weeks. Every time I get it, and I fucking hate it. I've had the flu,
It's weird,
the
isn't it?
serious flu, once in my life. Once, and that was when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
I have had COVID twice in about a year.
So it feels like there's like certain kind of people. Well, it makes sense because so many people are asymptomatic, but like because I've never really been fucked up on the flu.
Yeah.
Even I think I must have. Had
I never
COVID
really
in the
was. That's
past.
the weird thing. Like, COVID's a whole different vibe. For
I never.
me.
I just must have a good immune system personally because I never get like really ill from stuff.
I need to get my fucking ass back into the gym. That's part of it. I don't exercise enough.
Yeah, I mean none of us do really. Once you get to like, I want to start doing more.
I used to, Carl.
Same, but then
I
we
used to do 2 hours a fucking day in the gym.
I'll be like about 3.5 hours every other day though. I had like a set thing where it was like hour and a half.
Yeah,
the thing you do every day.
I didn't do it literally every day. It was a 4-day split. So it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday.
It's nice when you got like a proper plan of things to do as well.
Yeah.
Because we had like the things we do like to go over mates. That's why it was easier to get yourself there and that. Get in. You'd have like an hour and a half of things to do every time, and then like focus on this for this day, and then these things for the other day.
Yeah. I loved working out at the gym.
And when I used to drum all the time too, that was like
Really helpful.
I had a huge chest.
The thing is,
I naturally have a big chest anyway,
I miss
but-
being able to just lift heavy shit like it ain't a problem, and have someone go like, "Wow, that was impressive." I'm like, "It ain't no motherfucking
Ain't no
thing."
ting. Yeah, you work in an office now, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no. The thing is,
Everything
I'm
you
gonna
can
make
lift
it
is-
happen, Carl. I'm
Okay,
gonna make it
okay.
happen.
I know people that work in offices.
I'm going to
have-
get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna have a shower, and then I'm gonna have some fucking breakfast and go to work.
You know what's funny? I used to work in like, as you know, in like finance companies, work in energy companies, call centres, and I thought I'd gotten away from office politics.
Yeah.
No.
They're
everywhere. And
it's high school
in
everywhere.
The comedy scene.
It's high school everywhere you go, Carl.
I have come up with this. I've decided lately. The comics that know that I like them, they already know. Like I already talk to them. Like I haven't. Not a single person has messaged me saying anything about this stuff lately. Has been somebody. I realise this actually just made me feel kind of happy. I haven't had any messages or anything from anyone that actually knows me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
None of it, which is cool.
Yeah. Well, the people that know you know that realistically you're not that much of a dick.
I'm not that much of a dick.
You're
I'm
not.
really not. Like, I try to be supportive as hell to people. I'm a dick in the playful way. Don't get me wrong. And my stuff, I'm a dick, but I'm a nice dick.
Yeah, there's this thing where people seem to think that like you're trying to be an edgelord. I've never really described you as an edgelord.
Yeah. I've noticed a few people.
It's like, what the fuck do you think an edgelord is exactly? Because an edgelord is someone who's actively trying to push
it to
too
the line.
far. Yeah,
I mean, in the same
and
way.
I know
that
comics
I
like that, and I think some of them are kind of fucking funny.
Yeah, I get it because I kind of am a bit of an edgelord, but in a sense, that I don't think what I'm doing is that far. No. I just think that it's not me that's going too far. It's the world has gone too far the other way.
Yeah,
now.
Agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
That's it.
I talk about some fucking dark shit in my comedy. I really do. And there's some people who don't think that you should. There's some people who are like, well, if you say that, you could upset someone because you don't know who's watching. Well, I'm sorry, but the world isn't necessarily going to be the perfect place for you at all times. And if you don't like a comics set, you can walk out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really easy, and don't walk out entirely because you might like another comic set.
Yeah, exactly.
Just walk out until you hear the clapping at the end of that person's set and go, right, okay, time for me to go in and check out the next one. Yeah. That's the beautiful thing about free stand-up comedy. You've got no obligation to sit there and watch it because you're not paid for it. So all you have to do is watch the ones that you like and ignore the ones you don't, and not talk through the ones that you don't. Just ignore the ones that you don't.
Yeah. I will say at the same time, though, as much as you shouldn't do that anyway, a comic should be able to, somebody's talking through their set, though, then pick up on them and be like, what are you doing? Yeah, deal with it. But at the same time, they shouldn't they shouldn't have to deal with it, though.
My proudest moment was when I was doing that gig for you. And there were the people talking on that table over there.
Church, I think it was.
Yeah, and I was normally I'd wait for someone to put their hand up and request the Scottish hatred. But seeing as you guys have caught my attention...
We recorded that, I swear. I need to check
that. That was a different one, unfortunately. Yeah, we didn't record that one.
The Elba Church. We recorded the one at the Elba Church where you were banging the person on the
chair. Yeah, the dude. Yeah,
that was a different bit, wasn't it?
That was a different place. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're on about damn, where was it? The one bit Saltly.
That's it.
Yeah. That was good. That was. It was. That was mates, wasn't it?
That was spec fucking.
Yeah, that was great. That was great.
That bit has never worked so well.
You got some fans. All of them loved you after that. I know they did. I still talk to a few of them. That was. I don't know. You were one of the ones they still mentioned.
I really I've had a fucking tough time with it recently because the car hasn't been working all the fucking time, and I've had to cancel so many gigs.
Because I realised my last time on stage was the end of November because it's impossible for me to get gigs right now. Yeah,
I know. I don't know what to fucking say anymore with that shit.
What? Am I? Oh, that's just...
No. It's just the attitude of like. The thing is, it's not like you're even talking about paid gigs. Everyone's acting like you're talking about paid gigs immediately, and it's like, well, that would be lovely.
You know, I just realised this might be blocking you a little bit.
Oh, that's all right.
It's not okay. They need to see your body.
My body.
Your body.
But yeah, it's not like you're asking for like, oh, give me paid gigs, give me them right now. You're talking about like, I'd like some of those, but I'd also like to just go on stage somewhere if someone's got some free space.
At all, yeah.
It's like, and it's like that shouldn't be hard to get. It shouldn't be hard to just go. Could I have like 5 minutes of stage time? It's like that's not a fucking issue.
I mean, anyone could get it at Hollybush, sure, yeah, but in the nicest way, I don't feel too welcome at Hollybush, like I said, because I know that's where all them like chill, that click, chill a lot. I just can't be asked to deal with it.
Well, Yeah.
I'm going to have to deal with it and have to... I mean, this is the problem, though. Someone would have to still point that person out to me. I don't know what he looks like. Other than an overweight, naked mulvat. I know he looks like that. To be honest, mate. I mean, I'm pretty chill about it, really, in a lot of ways.
The fact
I
is,
am pretty chill about it. I know it comes across that I'm sure it probably does come across that I'm angry or something all the time, but most of the time I'm just being honest.
Most of the time you're just playing
fun.
with it as well.
Having fun, yeah.
That's the thing. It's like people don't know your personality.
That's the problem as well, yeah.
And the fact is, it's like those are always the jokes you make, and they're to a certain extent they're like self-deprecating.
Yeah,
as
totally.
Well.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just a little snapshot.
It's fun. It is a bit of fun at the same time.
Yeah.
You can't help people being silly. All you can do as a comic is just have fun, be yourself, and just do your thing.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Oh, I've been thinking of a bit I want to run by you.
Okay. And then we do plugs after.
It's about my car, right? Because my car hasn't been working. Okay.
Not. I have heard this.
I have spent about £1,200 trying to fix this car.
Whew.
Only for nothing to work.
This is a lot.
It's a pretty good ratio of get fucked Nathan right there. So I've sort of I took it to Toyota and they've gone like, yeah, no, the sump's been sealed up, which it shouldn't be, and someone's just bypassed a load of fuses with a separate fuse in the back just to keep things running. It's like, okay, that sounds great.
So somebody else that did some work on your car did like a weird job.
Yeah, ages ago, yeah.
That makes sense as well, though.
And then like they go, right, well, there is a way of getting it started. I'm like, okay, so what's that? So you lift up the bonnet, you go in, and there's the the fuel filter, right, just up next to the engine.
I don't know what these look like, but I'm going to try and picture it in my mind.
But there's like a little circular button on top of this little metal like canister almost, right?
I actually kind of think I know what you mean there.
Yeah, and you literally just press this button until it like gets pressure and you can't really press it anymore. And then you filled up the fuel filter manually with fuel by pressing the button, and lo and behold, the fucking engine starts.
That sounds dangerous.
Yes, no. There's obviously just a leak somewhere up near the top of the engine because it's not behind the fuel filter.
Leak of what though?
Diesel, fuel.
The fuel. Oh, okay.
Fuel is leaking out.
I think you pay a lot of money for at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what you want then. Cool.
But it's not much, and it's only near the top. So, like, when you prime it again, it's ready, it runs, it starts drawing the fuel through, and lo and behold, it starts. I have a car that is so shit, it's got an inbuilt kill switch.
What?
Do you know what a kill switch is?
Yeah, but...
It just stops working.
Yeah.
That's what my car has. If you don't know that you've got to lift up the bonnet and manually prime the fuel, close the bonnet, get in it and start the fucking engine, right? You can't start my car. I have an unstartable car unless you know how to start it. I'm like James Bond because my car is that shit.
I was going to say more like Mad Max or something like that.
Yes, Mad Max.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was something that would happen in Mad Max.
Yeah. Furiosa shit.
Yeah. Well, that sounds horrific.
Yeah.
At least you know how to start it now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a benefit.
It means I don't have to buy a new car immediately.
You probably should.
Probably should.
Like... Definitely should. Definitely should.
Yeah, I mean, I need something that will reliably get me to gigs.
Yeah. Get a scooter.
No.
A moped.
No.
It'll get you there.
I need to get to Matilda alive. And take Matilda places alive.
Nothing cooler than getting on the back of the bike, you know, holding on.
No way.
Grabbing on your leather.
I like to sit at the top of Cleve Hill and chill with my lady and stare out upon the fucking town.
You got it all wrong. That's why you buy a van. You could do that.
You could do a van.
Yeah, that's why I don't want.
I've been thinking about getting a van. I'll be honest with you. I have been thinking about getting a van.
Do the van life. Get a mattress in there and that.
Yeah. Not only that, but also like I want the series to be like set in a cool thing. And I was thinking like
Smoke and Drive.
Yeah. Smoke and Drive.
I think we can come up with a better name.
Yeah, I'm sure a better name will develop from the story.
Smythe.
No. But basically, there's the in my head it was always like a group of lads just sort of driving about in a car. But I realise that's not reality anymore. People have vehicles that are also just work vehicles now because they have to make the money on the side and shit like that. So what if I got a van and one of them is a removals guy, a job that I've done for years, a removals guy, you know.
Oh, a removal guy. Yeah.
And the other guy works in an office, a job which I now have done for a couple of years as well. So I've got the knowledge about that shit in the background. Do you want to do this?
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. So, like, that kind of works. And I quite like the idea of having a van because, again, you can save shitloads of money on going to, like, long-distance gigs. Because you just chuck a mattress in the back of the van and, hey-ho, you got yourself a hotel.
Yeah, banging.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And, like, Cleve Hill would be cool because I'd be able to just sort of, like, put my laptop up somewhere and just chill with, like, Matilda and we can just, like, you know...
Oh, okay,
relax.
okay, yeah.
You know, as opposed to having to
Is
sit
Cleve
up
Hill
rigid in a fucking car seat.
Is Cleve Hill like the make-out point of your area?
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of Cheltenham, yeah.
Yeah, you dirty dog.
Yeah.
You dirty dog, taking your lady to a make-out point.
I know.
Dirty.
We don't really make out all that much. We mostly just, like, eat meal deals and watch TV on my phone and then...
That's good too.
And then also make out that, you know.
Yeah. While you're eating the meal deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's not kinky if you're not got pasta falling out your face.
Yeah. Some of those meal deals are fucking good, though.
Oh, yeah.
You ever had that southern fried chicken shit?
From Tesco?
Tesco, yeah.
Which one? The pasta?
The pasta, yeah.
No, because it has sweet corn in there.
Oh, mate, how dare you?
I am not a fan of sweet corn.
How dare you?
God, you get on it with the hippie in that case. He's a big fan of sweet corn.
Fucking sweet corn is the tits, man.
No.
Yes.
Sweaty tits with hair,
No.
maybe.
I'll tell you what. You don't like sweet corn in tuna then? Do you like tuna at all?
Not really.
You don't like tuna?
I like fish, but tuna's always been a bit weird to me.
I love tuna. And I love tuna especially with like spring onions chopped on top of it. That shit.
Spring onions are fine.
That's the mad notes.
Yeah.
That is the mad notes, man.
I like calamari.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Fucking calamari is good.
Chili, calamari, TGI Fridays.
I only like good calamari though. Like some calamari is fucking awful.
I've only had one, and I only liked it because I couldn't taste the calamari.
Yeah, that's usually the best kind of calamari,
like,
which
yeah,
says a lot, doesn't it?
It was like spicy fish fingers. Is what it was.
Basically, yeah.
It was good. I like it.
I love fish fingers, man.
Fish finger sandwiches.
Fish finger sandwiches are just baller with a little bit of grated cheese on top and some ketchup. Oh,
never thought about grated cheese on a fish finger sandwich.
Not much. You don't want much, you know, because that overpowers it. You just want a little bit, just
unless it's mild, you need a bit more there to get.
Just to melt it down a bit. Oh, mate.
But not ketchup, because never ketchup.
Never ketchup. Do you fuck with brown sauce?
I like brown sauce.
Brown sauce is a good thing to fuck with.
Yeah. I'm a bit more, you know. I'm open to everything, all colours.
You into that salad cream?
No.
Oh no, on the salad cream. I love salad cream.
I like ranch dressing. That's nice.
Ranch dressing is like American salad cream.
Oh, okay, well, it's better.
Yeah.
When you go to Subway, you get like a spicy. Do
you like
BMT or spicy Italian?
I'll tell you what. Do you like the Domino's garlic and herb dip?
Sorry.
I love that shit.
I love garlic. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Now, do you like the Papa John's shit? The Papa John's shit is weird.
I don't think I've ever really tried it, to be honest.
Oh, mate, it's gross. It's like garlic snot. That's the consistency and the taste. It's fucking foul.
It's weird. Okay,
and the thing that annoys me is that they actually have a garlic and herb dip on their menu. That is nice. But they don't give that to you with the pizza.
Oh.
They give you this garlic snot shit.
I mean, maybe they think the snot is better?
It's so not better.
It sounds like it might. I mean, I'm imagining it's probably like glowy green.
It's not glowy green. It's more like... It's the kind of stuff I'm coughing up at the moment. It's like yellow.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah, sadly,
slightly over salty.
I do know what you mean, yeah.
Slightly over salty.
Yeah, because you have to taste it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You don't. It's not like you want to, but it's there. You're gonna taste a bit of phlegm.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie though. The taste when you're coughing, I'm okay. I kind of like it.
You kind of like the cough flavour taste.
Kind of like it. I'm okay with it.
Ah.
Better than a sneeze. You know what? I should start my topic.
Yes, yeah, that's probably a good idea. We've been chatting for a while.
An hour.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good start.
Nah, this is a short topic anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, before we do that though, we've got to do plugs.
Plugs.
Do some plugs.
Plug.
Yeah, but plug your butt. Plug your butt. Plug your butt.
Plug it. Okay. As usual, there is basically just post-apocalyptic metal treehouse available on Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. Well, Apple Podcasts.
With shorts coming soon.
Yeah. I do need to cut them up, but to shorts.
You really should. Shorts are good, man. Like they actually get views.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I need to sort of semi-animate them. That was always the plan.
You could just put pictures for now while a few people are talking. Just do a picture for each person.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
So I'm going to do with the babyface and the goth ones because we don't do video on them. I'm going to put little shorts on, just a picture for each while they're talking.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because I reckon the thing is the shorts aren't long enough.
A minute.
Yeah, none of my sketches are really a minute long.
That's why
some of them literally stretch to 7 minutes.
Oh yeah, you don't put a whole sketch in there though. You just put like a tiny little bit out of context. Might not even make that much sense, but it'll make them want to go to it.
Yeah,
like
I mean, there's
like taken from post-apocalyptic episode. Whatever.
I want to use the one the song I made.
Oh, that'd be a good. Oh yeah, you put part of it.
Yeah.
Beat my dick.
Yeah.
You had a good song?
Yeah, girl, you wanna beat my dick? Yeah, girl, just with that shit.
You had a good song? I like it.
I've got loads of those I need to do. It'd be so cool to have a comedy band.
Yeah.
To have like a Tenacious D style band.
Well, that's one thing I've said to the band I'm trying to set up at the moment is like, I'm going to frontman it, I'm happily do it, but I'm going to do comedy songs too every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm going to have fun with it.
Yeah.
Because music is just fun. So.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons why I like Primus. Primus doesn't take himself too seriously.
Yeah.
Fucking love Primus.
But at the same time, though, they're amazing musicians.
Fucking incredible musicians.
And they can do just general good songs, but at the same time, it's just a fun one every now and then.
Yeah. We're known as Big Brown Beaver, for example. Fucking great song.
One of many.
One day we were known ahead of Beaver, and she's talking about the cyclone fans.
And you were plugs?
Long game blue with the old baboons and recognize their smell.
You got a gig coming up,
like
ain't you?
7 layers. Beaver, Taco Bell. Woohoo! Yeah, it's in January, February, March, April, May. Yes. May. It's actually the same day that I would have started comedy. So.
Oh, what is the anniversary then?
The anniversary, yeah.
Oh my god, what year do you know?
It's 2019. So
4-year anniversary?
4-year anniversary.
Wow.
4-year anniversary.
I don't know when my actual day was. I think it was pretty much the same time, same year. I think we started. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I
think you were a little bit before me.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think I did like the thing because I remember it was the end of the year actually. But it was literally like I did like a few gigs, like 1 gig a month, like like October, November, December, and
yeah. I do miss it, and I did have a bit of a sort of flop where I was just like, fuck it, I'm done with the whole thing.
Oh, me, and don't get me wrong, as I'm sure you can imagine, I felt like that over the last week or so.
Yeah.
But then but no, this is what you want to do. It doesn't. Nobody else's opinion matters.
Not really.
Not at all.
If you can develop fans, then fuck them. It doesn't matter.
Oh no, that's good too. But at the same time, if you enjoy what you're doing, you just keep doing it. If it works, it works.
That's true.
I already like what I'm doing, full stop. So.
But I do think that fans are a thing that can happen.
They will happen if you
keep doing it, and if you keep working at it. Eventually, people will get your vibe and they'll start understanding.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't really want to be like a standard YouTuber. I don't want to just constantly do ad breaker. I want to do post-apocalyptic metal treehouse. I want to do short series. I want to just have fun with ideas that I feel like having a go with, and my YouTube channel will be a place for that to happen. Which I think is probably a healthier attitude to have to the whole affair. Yeah. I think I want to start doing a podcast where I'll go for a walk once a week and record a podcast.
That'd be cool.
Just literally walking along, talking into the fucking mic.
Kevin Nealon does like hiking with people.
That's a really good way of doing it. But I think I want mine to be a solo podcast because I love Krista Leah's podcast so much.
I can never listen to it.
I love
solo podcast is just weird to me.
It's just such a snapshot inside the mind, and you can watch how jokes are being made. You know,
it's very true. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a really difficult thing to try and be funny constantly like that, and that will transfer eventually onto stage because you'll just be able to talk about topics.
Yeah, I did start doing it. I should start doing it again. Yeah, it was fun. When the few episodes I did, it was fun.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what I was doing it about now, but it was fun. I remember I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
That's just because I like listening to my own voice.
I
am extremely entertaining. I can't help it.
I used to hate listening to my own voice.
Yeah.
But like I had to listen to it.
You haven't even got a vocal disability like me.
No. But I had to listen to it so often. Well, I just acknowledged it. It's fine.
What?
No. Yeah, no, I used to hate it, and then I just had to edit my own voice so often. I was like, well, I don't really hate it that much anymore. I just got used to it.
Yeah.
You know.
I was just thinking, where's a light? And I remember there's a fucking buttload of them over there.
Just made a fucking shank out of that foil lid. Best not.
Oh my god, damn.
Best not be coming at me, bro.
Bro. Any more plugs?
There's Adbreaker, as mentioned.
Adbreaker, Tel Aviv.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. They're still doing quite well, weirdly.
Watch Betty's going to get you, though, because I enjoy it.
The Betty's going to get you one's so good. And the Total Jobs one's brilliant, in my opinion. And so's the Mattress Man one. The Mattress Man.
Yeah, I would check that out. Yeah, I need to.
Mate, it's such a different vibe. You can play it here if you want. I'm not going to copyright claim it.
No, then you won't get anyone just watching this. You won't get the views. Us telling them about it now. If you want to watch it,
yeah.
Tell them where to go.
Yeah, go to.
Suck your mum.
Fuck off. Don't tell my audience to suck their mum.
Their mum might be hard.
Go to DeadManDancin at It's DeadManDancin.
DeadManDancin at It's DeadManDancin.
Yeah. You can check out all of my stuff there, all of the post-apocalyptic model tree houses there, a couple of character croonings there as well.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
I missed that character crooning. I might have to do that again at some point as well.
And that one you did...
those would make good shorts as well. Those would make really good shorts.
Yeah. The Homeless Man as well.
Oh, yeah, Mark Barney. Yeah.
I don't know who that fellow is, but you need to get him back on your channel.
Yeah, he's a really interesting chap.
He is an interesting chap.
Yeah, he is. He's a really interesting fellow.
Anyone that can eat that meal he made.
Yeah.
And still get out of the house without being seen.
Yeah.
And get his camera back.
He got seen. He definitely got seen, but he got his camera. Yeah. The guy was chasing him. But
oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah. But he got his camera back.
He got away, though.
So he got the evidence.
Yeah, he's cool. Banging.
It's like it didn't happen.
He got a meal out of it. It's like having sex with a condom on.
Yeah.
It basically never happened.
Yeah, exactly. Close personal friend Mark Barney, love.
Yeah. You got a gig, ain't you, coming up, though, you said? Was it Erdington of Laughs, you said?
I do, yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what...
I think you did tell me. I'm going to remember now. It was May 18th.
Might actually be right, to be fair.
I think that was actually my gig in May.
Oh, right.
Actually, no, May 16th I think my one was. Let me check. Actually,
May 18th. No, sorry, May 9th. May 9th.
Oh, yeah, mine is May 18th.
May 9th. May 9th.
May 9th in your head.
May 9th in your balls.
So, that your plug's done?
That's basically my plug's done, yeah.
Okay, my plug's then.
Yeah, go for it.
So, on the 23rd of February, I will be at the the Victoria Tap Room. Oh, actually, no, it was originally the Victoria Tap Room in Stoke, but it's now the Town Hall next to Victoria Tap Room because of how many tickets or how much interest they've had. So, a bit bigger. We're doing that with James Brogan, who will be emceeing. I'll be performing, Gerth Cheam will be performing, Caleb James will be performing, and other people whose name I cannot remember in this moment, and I'm sorry.
Nah.
But them too.
Them
as well.
Them also as well. On top.
No. I don't think they're dominant enough to be on top, to be honest. Yeah. That's why I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on top, see what happens, and figure it out from there. But also, I haven't written it down. Also on, God damn it, what day was it? April.
What day was it, Carl?
I can find out.
Fucking tell me, Carl.
I do believe that it was for Funhouse Comedy, and it was actually on.
Balls in your mouth.
It was on Balls in My Mouth. I haven't got a date here. Okay, it was. I think it was the 16th of April. Somewhere around there, but there'll be more info coming out on Kd Comedy Inc. anyway, as always. I just put everything on there as it's coming up. And I've also got the one in May for Gerb's Team, Trigger Warning, Cherry Reds, I believe, this time.
Ooh.
Sexy place.
Cherry Reds.
It is a sexy place.
Mm-hmm.
And I will have a few more of my own gigs coming up soon, because the easiest way to make sure you can get on gigs is to put on gigs yourself.
Yeah, it sort of works.
Yeah.
It works pretty well.
My usual state of mind, fuck it, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, the punk attitude.
A punk attitude.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'm going to go for another piss,
Okay.
so baby bladder, and then I'll tell you my story.
I'm going to have to stand up because my butt hurts. Oh. Showing off the buns. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. That's for my people. You know who you are. Oh, buns of steel. I've got balls of steel. Not my babes. Not in my town. I came here to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm all out of gum.
Do you know who said that first?
Yeah, it was Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
The man who wrestled in a kilt.
You bastards are gonna pay for shooting up my ride.
Do you know where he was from? He wrestled in a kilt, I mean. I'm going to get to my next point. So, do you know where he was from?
Not really Scotland, though, was it?
No, it's Canada.
Thought so,
Canadian. I legitimately, as a huge wrestling fan,
Yeah.
it took me so long to learn that he wasn't
Actually Scottish.
Yeah. I was so sad when I learned.
Yeah.
I thought, oh man, my life was a lie.
Yeah. That's a shame.
So are you, before we get into this then, are you actually planning to start like getting back on gigs and that now then?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, I've got a reasonably reliable way of starting the car at the moment, so I can try at least. You know.
No harm in fucking trying, to be fair.
I'd love to do some of the northern gigs again, because I've sort of had to go and tell a load of people up there that I couldn't do their gigs.
Yeah.
Because my car was fucked.
It's never nice to have to do either.
Yeah, and
I understand
it's
that.
sort of, the thing is, it's happened so many times. I've had to tell them no so many times. I think I'm sort of not in their
Yeah, I know what you mean. You don't want to be asking because you feel like at this point you've had to cancel so many times.
Yeah, I feel like a dick asking.
Yeah, no, I understand exactly.
I'd love to do another gig for Daniel Innes. I'd love to do another gig for.
Well, so would I.
Yeah, for any of the guys up there, you know.
Anyone who wants to take us, we're just happy to do it.
I'd love to do a gig for you guys.
Go for him first, because there's probably more chance you'll put him on than me, let's be honest.
Really?
Go for him first.
I'd love to have a gig.
It's the thing that you're one of those people that totally don't understand how good they are. I'm not one of those people. I know exactly how fucking great I am.
I wish I had the confidence. I suppose like that might be what gives someone an edge potentially, is thinking that they're shit when they're not, because then you're always trying to strive to do a joke even funnier. Because
I think most people, even when you have the confidence, like I have the confidence, but I'm kind of like, fake it till you make it.
Yeah. I've never been that great at fake it till you make it.
Oh, then you need to have more sexual relations.
Yeah.
Trust me. Just ask any of the girls you're with.
Yeah.
That will explain to you how to fake it till you make it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, they'll explain to you how to fake it. A lot of them haven't made it yet.
No.
Sexually. What a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Right then, talking about beasts though, this is a beast of a story.
Okay.
This, well actually, we'll get into it. You'll know what it is in a moment.
No.
So just imagine one winter, there was an animal wandering through the forest,
Okay.
minding his own business, when he saw something on the floor and it took his interest.
Okay.
He clawed at it until a cloud of white powder blew into the large animal's face, giving us the insane true story of the cocaine bear.
Oh, cocaine bear.
This is
Cocaine bear.
it's coming out.
Cocaine bear.
Coming out. It's like you showed it me first. It's like February, I think. Now it comes out.
Yeah, it comes out really soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a fun movie.
It does look like a fun
Yeah,
movie. Yeah. So I thought it made sense to piggyback on that and
Yeah.
do the actual true story
The
of it.
real story of the cocaine bear.
Will it be as good? Will it be disappointing? Will it be like most true stories when you find out the actual truth is crazier
Than
the film?
Yeah. Who knows?
Maybe.
Or dares to dream. Let's find out.
We do dare to dream. So it was early December 1985.
Yeah.
Winter had taken hold in the forests of Georgia, America. And in the Chattahoochee...
Ooh. Nice name.
No, Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee. Even better.
Even better, yeah.
Even
Extra
better.
syllable there.
Yeah.
A hunter was carefully making his way through the trees in search of a deer.
Ooh.
He had been tracking the animal for the last mile, but it had been some time since he'd last seen him.
Fucking hell.
Or any trace of him.
Yeah.
So the hunter continued. He realised that every step he was taking was making a lot of noise due to the dried leaves all over the forest floor.
Yeah.
Soon after this, he would stop tracking the deer as he realised he'd be scaring it away with every step.
Mm.
So he decided to push on a little bit further through the thicker foliage until he found himself in a clearing. Instantly regretted it. Because right in front of him was a big old animal. Wasn't a deer, a huge American black bear.
Yeah.
That would be a good reason to not be happy with the decision you made.
Yeah.
But that's it. Bears are like a lot more. So American black bears though are famously a lot less aggressive to people.
Yeah.
So he wasn't sure what was going to happen with that. But he basically, rather than take the chance, which I kind of understand, he jumped behind a stone and just hid there.
Yeah.
So he was thinking, the few things he was deciding to do, he's thinking he could just walk back out the way he came and get away that way because the bear didn't see him the first time. But if he did that, he was going to be walking on dry leaves and he would make noise. And he was afraid the bear would attack. Nobody wants a bear to attack.
No.
If you've seen a revenant, you don't want a bear to attack.
I still haven't actually seen that.
Now, neither have I, to be honest, but I'm pretty sure I don't want a bear to attack.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. Seems like common knowledge.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that Werner Herzog documentary where he's talking about the man who lived with bears?
No.
Oh, it's so funny.
That name seems familiar though, Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog. He has been in a lot of different things. He was most recently in the first series of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, but I'm not going to watch that, am I?
That
that fucking show is dumb as hell. So there's too much shit in Star Wars as it is. There's too much stuff. It's cheesy as hell. It's so cheesy.
I love it.
It's so cheesy.
I love it though, Carl.
I tried watching The Mandalorian. I've told you this before, I think, but I'm going to tell them again.
Yeah.
I tried watching The Mandalorian. In the first episode, this amazing dude, the Mandalorian guy, almost died a few times, and he was only saved by Warren Davis on a weird two-legged, vegetated, vegan hippo thing.
It wasn't even Warwick Davis really though, because the actual actor who was playing the voice was fucking.
It was Warren Davis, wasn't it?
I don't know who it was who was playing the character, but like the voice was played by a different guy entirely. It was Nick Nolte.
Nick Nolte, oh, the guy who did like Uncharted and all those things. He does like loads of games, doesn't he?
No, he doesn't do games.
Oh, Nick Nolte. Wait.
He was in the Hulk movie by Ang Lee, the guy before the Marvel movie.
The old dude.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I know exactly what you mean. I didn't know that was him because I've heard that. I thought Nick Nolte was the guy that I'm thinking of Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, yeah. Gary Busey's a whole different vibe.
Yeah. That's who I'm thinking
Actually,
of.
quite a similar vibe, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Family Guy episode where he goes like, it's like when what was it? When reality gave up on Gary Busey, and he's like, "How am I doing, Gary Busey?" And he looks in the mirror, and there's just a version of him with clown makeup on and hair of snakes. And he says, "You're doing great. Good, then I'll keep it up."
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds horrific. That sounds horrific. I've been watching a lot of ghost stuff lately, and that was so much scarier than any of the other stuff I've even contemplated in my mind.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of panic attacks lately, and I thought that I was dying a few times. But that was scarier. That was the first time a bit of wee came out.
Yeah. Good.
Good? Okay.
Power.
Good? Yeah. It will probably smell like that whiskey, though.
Mm-hmm.
The hunter also who thought about standing up.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. The hunter also thought about standing up and emptying his rifle into the bear.
I probably would have done that.
Yeah, well, he only had a deer hunting rifle, so the power of it, he said, probably wouldn't have been enough. Yeah, but basically, while he was behind the rock, he suddenly realised the something was wrong. He realised he hadn't heard a single noise from the bear. No grunts, sniffing, footsteps, anything. Bears are loud.
Mm-hmm.
They're loud animals. He carefully stood up to have a look over the rock to see the bear, and quickly realised the bear was actually just dead.
Oh.
So he gave himself a little chuckle. And then he went home. The end of that part.
Okay.
There's going to be a theme to this story, and I'll tell you soon, but you'll probably see it coming.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 11:30 p.m, September 10th, 1985. This is about 3 months before the hunter found the dead bear. Okay. I'm going to go through it quicker. 2 pilots were flying their small 6-seater airplane above northern Georgia on way to Tennessee. As the pilots flew along, they suddenly intercepted a voice message on the radio that they were not supposed to hear. They could hear other pilots communicating with each other, discussing how they were going to follow the small airplane in front of them that was above northern Georgia. So, the range on the radio wasn't far at all, so these pilots realised very quickly that the plane they were talking about was themselves.
Yeah.
So, for most pilots, if they heard this, the usual reaction would be to radio the other pilots and see what was going on, which is what the co-pilot wanted to do.
Yeah.
But the main pilot stopped him, telling him he knew exactly why the pilots would want to follow them. And then he explained to him, very quickly, that they were going to have to jump out the plane. He then set the plane to autopilot, motioned for the befuddled co-pilot to follow him into the cargo area of the plane, which he did. Once there, the main pilot starts strapping parachutes to some of the luggage, tells the co-pilot to open up the side door of the plane. The cold air blasted into the cabin, destroying any hope of the co-pilot being able to hear any further explanation for the time being.
Excellent.
He had no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
But he went along with it all.
Okay.
The main pilot then proceeded to just lob the pieces of cargo out of the plane towards the forest below. But eventually the co-pilot even started helping as well, getting involved.
Yeah.
And after all the luggage was out, the main pilot gave the co-pilot a parachute himself. And literally the moment he got it strapped on, just booted him out the plane.
Holy shit.
Booted him out.
Fucking hell.
Later that day, a man with Alzheimer's, that's all the information we have about him.
Okay.
A man with Alzheimer's was going about his early morning routine soon after. He had a usual routine because he found that it kind of helped him keep off the symptoms a bit more, you know. So he had a usual routine he would do, like very early morning. And during his morning shave, he looked out the window and saw something strange on his driveway. But because it was so dark, he couldn't quite make out what it was. So he went out to get a closer look and realised that it was a huge parachute in his driveway with a man on top of it. The man was not moving. It seemed as though after pushing the co-pilot out of the plane, the main pilot had trouble with his own chute, So he was like, okay, I'm going to get the second one out. That one didn't work either. Or he was too low probably by the time.
Yeah.
Smacked the concrete.
Oh dear.
Worst part is, like, apparently he was alive for like a few minutes.
Oh no.
Don't know why I'm laughing at that.
Oh,
he wasn't a nice man from what I've seen of this story, to be fair.
Okay.
So,
okay, yeah, fair.
yeah. Where did I get to then? Okay, yeah. So the man called the police. The police instantly knew he wasn't a skydiver because he had night vision goggles on his head and really expensive loafers on his feet for some reason. The normal
shit you wear.
The normal parachuting kit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now let's skip forward now to November 1985.
Okay.
So this is 2 months since that stuff, but 2 weeks before the hunter found the bear.
Okay.
Late November, black bear was still alive and well, doing what black bears do, having a shit probably. On this day in the woods, just to be clear.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. This is what they do.
Yeah.
On this day, he would be looking around for something to eat when he spotted a strange object lying on the floor.
Yeah.
A big, heavy duffel bag, one of the pieces of the cargo that they'd thrown out a couple of months ago. The bear checked out the bag to see if it contained food. He continued to paw at it until he ripped it open, and all of a sudden, there was a cloud of white, beautiful powder that burst into the air all around him.
Beautiful powder.
Yep. And it was not flour, despite it being described as a flowery
White lines, visions, dreams and passions rolling through my mind. All while I think of you. White lines.
This is what people hear when they say coke.
It's a song about cocaine. There's another one as well, which is, if you wanna hang out, you gotta take her out. Cocaine.
I'm sure Tina Turner's whole freaking career was about cocaine.
Yeah. If you wanna get down,
Whitney Houston, sorry, not Whitney.
down on the ground, cocaine. Take a ride, take a ride, take a ride.
And if you ever see a rock band singing about snow,
cocaine.
with cocaine. So, basically, after that then, it burst all around him. The bear seemed to like it, because then he would stick his nose into it.
Of course he did. It's fucking cocaine.
Sniffing it around, licking it. He ate the whole bag of cocaine.
Fuck, that's
the
a
whole
lot of cocaine.
bag, big duffel bag of cocaine.
That's too much cocaine.
After the bear had finished this,
Yeah.
that's when the film starts. Do you want to know what happened after that?
Did it have a heart attack?
Yeah. He ran for 100 yards and had a heart attack. I've written more about the story after that, about what happened. But now I'm reading it, I care even less. Because what I realised while writing this story, it's shit.
It's just a bear that overdosed on cocaine. That's
it.
all it is.
That's the end of the story. The end. 100 yards to the point that the hunter, when he found him, could still see the duffel bag. That's how short of a distance he travelled before fucking having a heart attack and dying. Why is this a film?
That's one of the funniest things I've ever.
This should not be a film.
Oh God.
Basically, whatever happens in the film after he takes the coke before dying, none of that happened.
None of that happened.
None of it.
It just ran 100 feet and died.
They did an autopsy later and they cut his stomach open and they found literally his stomach packed with cocaine. It was like a rock. Like a crack rock by that point. He had moulded it to something else. They probably sold it on. Because you could.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine the middle of that would still be pure powdery coke.
Poor bear.
Oh, fuck the bear, he's a dumbass.
No, for the bear. The bear's like, oh, what's this? Oh, I'll have a little bit.
I bet he felt great for that 100 yards.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. That's so good. I'm just going to keep having this. This is the best thing that's ever happened.
Oh, it's like tingly on my tongue.
This is amazing.
Can't feel my tongue anymore.
I feel wrong.
But I really want to run.
I feel wrong.
But I really want to run.
Run. Oh, goddamn.
It's a fucking shit story, man. When I had this idea earlier, I was like, oh, this is going to be I know Nathan will love this. I know he will. And
I do love it.
yeah,
I love it so much.
It was titled as the insane true story of the cocaine bear. Sorry. That is not insane.
No,
A bear ate a load of coke and he died. That's pretty
A bear
sane.
ate a kilo of coke and died. Yeah, that's what you'd expect.
Yeah. A man, taking too much meth and travelling on for 2 weeks. That's an insane story. Where's the movie about that?
Oh, when you laugh so much that the back of your head hurts.
Yeah. That's what we want a movie about. The fucking man that had a meth trip for 2 weeks. That's
the funny motherfucker. Yeah, that's the cool guy, not the fucking bear that can't handle his shit.
Yeah, he cannot handle his shit, man, or doesn't know his limits.
That bear died quicker than that bitch at the start of Lethal Weapon.
Actually, I don't remember that reference. Actually,
she's literally at the top. She does a load of cocaine. She walks over to the balcony. She sits there for a while, like stroking it and shit, and then she just drops herself off.
She died quicker than Uma Thurman in Pulp Fiction during that bit when she came back to life. That's the better. What's it called when you have like a little bit that people take out? What's that called?
I don't fucking know. Scene?
No, like a
snippet.
No, just the audio, like when you're just talking about a soundbite. That's a better soundbite. There we go. See,
soundbite.
What I said had some kind of sense to it.
Yeah.
It's amazing. This podcast just turns to random bullshit every time.
I'm talking about Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
What else was going to happen? We're talking about it. Everyone's going to watch a movie where it's going to tear through houses and be on this mad cocaine trip. And all that actually happened is a bear had too much cocaine and died.
I was shocked to learn that that's all that happened, man. I was like, what is going... This is shit.
Yeah.
And the worst part was, though, it was my own
mistake.
that bear
needed? That bear needed some heroin to even that shit out. He needed to speedball that bear.
Would heroin help? I feel like something that would...
That's the thing.
That was a whole... Alcohol?
That was a whole thing. That's how loads of people die, is by speedballing. Because you do a load of cocaine, and then you do a load of fucking heroin, and then you do a load of cocaine, and then you do a load of heroin. Because you're just like yo-yoing.
We're trying to stop the bear from dying, though.
Yeah, no, that does. The thing is that people like yo-yo like that for ages, and then eventually they take it too far and they fall off and die.
Coke's an upper.
And then heroin's a downer.
Okay. Alcohol's a downer too, is it?
Yeah, but the problem is like heroin and
alcohol. I'm guessing is a weak one.
Alcohol and cocaine is it sounds great.
It's a mix that people like.
Yeah, but it's actually it's not the greatest combination.
I'm not a fan of it. No. It's just because you can keep drinking when you're really coked up.
Yeah.
Like
you can do a lot of things when you're really coked up,
except an erection.
Yeah. MDMA was fun though.
Yeah, MDMA is the one we can't get an erection. It's impossible to get an erection.
It's so impossible. Pill Willy is a thing.
It's amazing. Yeah. The most turned on I've ever been was while on ecstasy.
Yeah.
But it was also the least chance I would ever have of being able to have sex.
Yeah, because your dick's just like... Nope.
Yep. And yeah.
Your dick just goes...
It's like a watering can where the end's been like welded shut.
Trying to go for a wee is hard. You can't point it. It's like I'm just like folding and nubbing.
And it's like I imagine it's like a muscle relaxant too, because it's literally hard to do the pushing.
Yeah.
Is opiates a downer too? Are they upper? Oh, that's heroin. So I'm guessing
heroin's
like a super opiate, isn't it?
Yeah. And then there's fentanyl, which is like the Black Adam of fucking heroin.
What? Yeah. It's really unentertaining.
No, man.
The actor thinks it's better than it is. And we all just kind of smile and agree because we like the actor. Yeah, that.
Yeah. Okay. Because, the hierarchy of power in the DC universe is about to change. Yeah.
Which is, I want to talk about that. Fentanyl, that's the thing that kills everyone, isn't it?
Fentanyl gets put in fucking everything now.
It's like laced in that and then people die.
It's not good.
Well, I doubt it. Anytime you take a drug that you don't know you're taking, it's not good.
Yeah, exactly. You should always have the drug that you wanted to have, because then you can account for the things of that drug and you can be safe, which is why you should fucking legalise them. But there we go.
I don't know if I think you should legalise every drug, personally.
I don't think you should legalise all drugs, but I think
Okay.
there's a lot you can legalise. You
Yeah,
can legalise for medical purposes, certainly fucking...
Oh, yeah, for medical. That's
For
different.
mushrooms.
Medical.
Mushrooms are great for that.
You could probably argue medical stuff for a lot. I'm sure like some kind of heroin is used medically.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's morphine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, well. Exactly.
You've had morphine, right? Morphine's fucking awesome.
Wait, have I been allowed to have morphine?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, man, I've had morphine.
Oh, I've had. I mean,
Oh, you've had morphine.
yeah, I've had morphine. Of course, of course I've had morphine.
Morphine is fucking
I used to be with a
good.
lady who had like a lot of like illness things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she used to get just like back when you just get older stuff. I
Like,
she was
I
like,
tell
"Carl, try this."
The worst thing for me about fucking morphine, and actually one of the reasons why I didn't use it that much when I had
I'm
the
not a big fan, to
opportunity,
be honest.
is I can't shit afterwards, and I like shitting.
Oh, okay.
I like feeling empty. I like feeling my bowels have cleaned
Oh,
themselves
okay,
out.
I got you.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
sitting there
Yeah,
feeling constipated all day and then brick out a black shit.
It's because it's a
like,
muscle
nah,
relaxing and it's like
that
anything.
drops like a fucking stone
why,
and cracks the bog.
It's like poppers. That's why people gay people have them because it relaxes the butthole.
the butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little bit of VHS cleaner, lovely. Oh yeah. That's originally what it was for.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no
Yeah,
clue.
yeah.
What, the film or just the actual?
No, actually, cleaning VHS. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the actual film. Yeah.
Oh wow, okay. So it was like cameras as well then.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Used it on loads of stuff.
I
But
didn't
then,
know
of course,
that.
people stopped using it
Because everyone else used it.
because
for
they
it.
started using digital shit. So they were
Oh,
like,
of
what are we
course.
going to do?
Yeah.
Quickly, pivot, sell it to weirdos.
Yeah, let's be fair. Probably at that point, they knew for a while. He got them high. That's what they used to do every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Now, poppers is
And
a
you just
fun
say,
high.
not for human consumption.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
And as soon as you put it on there, it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why is it not
Why-
for human
why-
consumption? Oh.
Yeah.
Have you? I'm guessing you've had poppers before.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's all right. It's a fun little buzz.
You'd really high for like 10 seconds. And
Yeah, if you take them enough, then eventually you get a sort of longer lasting buzz and then
Yeah,
a really
yeah,
nasty
yeah.
headache. But
Yeah.
other than that,
Same with NOS.
yeah, no, I've never done NOS.
Never done it.
Never,
It's exactly,
never.
It's exactly the same kind of. Like,
I just don't see the point of NOS.
I'll tell you the situation I had it in.
Yeah,
A few times, because when I used to go Subway City,
yeah,
they would have just the balloons, and this was like when I was like 20, and I'm like 31 now, so like,
Yeah.
a while ago. But yeah, they would just have the balloons for like £1 at the cloakroom,
yeah.
because they were terrible. The same guy was selling pills to people, you know.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
always a guy selling pills.
Yeah, and it would just go. And in that situation, for a second, when you have it, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Because, like, you'll have it, and there's a way to do it as well. You go, like, breathe it in as much as you can, and then breathe it back in, and then do it a few times to get every bit of it, and then hold it in.
yeah.
And it's while you hold it in, it's... No, was it when you breathe it out, it goes crazy, I think?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember
Yeah.
now. But with, like, the super loud music all around you as well, which wasn't right in that room, just... It was like a... Yeah, it was more like 90s stuff. I remember it more for some reason now. It's like the rock thing. But it's like you can kind of hear and see the music for a second. It's so weird. Is that you go into like this fuzz, but it literally lasts like 5 seconds.
I love that.
And then you just get a headache if you do it a few times.
Yeah.
So it's really pointless.
I do. It does sound like fun though. It does sound like something that.
If you're in a club.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I'm never going to be in a club again. I don't have any interest in that shit.
I'll get you. I guarantee you. I will get you in a club at some point in your life.
That's not a good enough challenge. It has to be by the end of the year. There's no way you'll be.
No, I could do it within like a few months if I have a fucking timeline for it. But I'm just saying. That will happen.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a club for ages either, but I still enjoy it. I never went to a club for anything other, even though I was a slag, I never went to a club for anything other than having fun with the dudes.
Yeah, that's the
Skanking
best
out.
time to have a fucking to have in a club. Yeah.
And you can do that in a club. You fuck everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Uproar?
No.
I'll take you there.
Okay.
Because you're a rocker, man. You'll like it.
Yeah.
The music studio right next to it is amazing. But the place is... It's the nearest you get to, like, the American things that go really over the top with stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I've been there before, and they've had all different things. Like, I went to a Breaking Bad party there when they had, like, you know, all the crazy shit. And, like, they had a lab set up on the stage and that you could go into and that.
Yeah.
And they do, like, you know, like, wet t-shirt contests and shit, and they have all the fucking barmaids jumping on the bar and dancing, and they're all tattooed.
There was a place like that in uni
goals.
as well. There was,
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I love those kinds of places.
Yeah. If you're a man with tattoos, you go there, and it's a fun time.
Did I just get a text?
When I get my Hollywood smile in a few months, I'll go there. I'll have fun.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
When I was with my Hollywood smile, I'll go there and I'll be like, yeah.
Glitzy ass motherfucker.
I might be like for like a year once I've done that.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? You treat yourself.
Treat myself, yeah. That's exactly a good way to put it. Yeah. But DCEU? Or DCU, is it
DC
now?
Extended Universe, yeah. DC.
That was the old thing, because DCU now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's DCU now.
Yeah. Have you seen any of the lineup?
Have you seen the Flash trailer?
Yeah.
It's alright, it's alright. People seem to be creaming over it. I think it's pretty cool, but I don't know if...
I don't think I'm that excited about Michael Keaton being Batman for a bit.
I like that. I do like that. I just like...
cool.
I remember those movies, and I like those movies, and...
I'd prefer George Clooney with nips.
Yeah.
Personally.
It's obvious to me that fucking Ezra Miller's going to be playing the Reverse Flash as well as the Flash. Like...
That makes a lot of sense. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah.
That doesn't really work with the story at all.
No, it's going to be a completely different version of the story where he's the Reverse Flash for some reason.
I mean, just to be fair, you know what? I'm not actually against that.
No, neither am I.
Because actually, that makes sense, because when I've seen the other version of him, he's kind of wearing yellow a few times in it as well.
Yeah, he is, exactly, yeah. That's what I thought the hint was. It's like, oh, come on. Like,
Yeah. I hadn't thought about that at all, though, until you said it.
Yeah. But it's definitely going to happen. I mean...
So then we can see Ezra Miller killing Ezra Miller, which is like a dream for a lot of people.
Yeah. Probably even Ezra Miller for some reason.
Yeah. I imagine, he does seem like he'd be happy with it. Sorry, they seem actually, wait, no, what am I on about? I only do that for people with... I have no respect for that person. So, sorry. Yeah, he's a dickhead. Why would I even pretend that I don't have no respect for that person?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm sure he will when he gets to prison.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen now.
It's not going to happen. It fucking should, though.
They've paid a lot of money so that doesn't happen.
Yeah, dude, a fucking... If you have an issue as well with not respecting a pedo, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
What a problem.
Because that was one of the things. And he groomed like a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, a person who literally kidnapped people as well.
Yeah, kidnapped people, beat up some woman. Actually beat up a woman as well. There's evidence for that.
Literally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on camera and that's true and that happened. Unlike a lot of other things.
Yeah. I have no respect for that person, so why would I, I think everyone like the idea of that. You do out of respect, whereas that person, why would you respect him at all?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I was watching James Stephanie Sterling thing.
I don't know what that is.
It's a games media reporter on YouTube who used to be called Jim Sterling, is now James Stephanie Sterling, and is sort of
wait. So they transitioned, but then they gave them the name James.
They go mostly by they go mostly by fucking Stephanie now. Because But
I'd have thought they would have gone like Stephanie James.
Yeah, that actually works quite well. But they were talking about you can't buy the new Hogwarts game and
I forgot about all of that.
And it's like, oh come on, I didn't even want to play the game, but the thing is, there's so many people talking about the game. Yeah,
it makes me want to play it.
It makes me want to play the game, and not in a bad way, not in a way of I don't like you. It's just I just keep hearing about this goddamn game.
Well, to be fair, if you have a real problem with a game and you feel like it offends you, then I probably do have an issue with you.
But it's also I
don't like you anyway.
No, the reason why is because money's going to J.K. Rowling, and J.K. Rowling is supposedly
I know.
But it's It's the fucking Barbara Streisand effect.
I bet
you're
even
trying
that much money
to stop people talking about something, which makes people talk about it, which makes people want the product more.
Yeah.
Because they don't hear about all that kind of stuff. They just hear the name over and over and over and over again.
Did you hear the Twitch stuff that happened?
No.
When it came out, basically, they were saying anyone that's playing this game is, transphobic and that.
Demonetized or something.
Well, no, they just basically they did something where it was like anyone that was playing it on Twitch, it would get rooted in something, and I don't know what it was. But basically, the Twitch people, when they realised what was going on, because they were all really good with computers and shit, because they like did something back to them and they kind of fucked them around. I don't know what it was. The Evil Hippie explained it a lot better on the Babyface and Goth episode that either came out just before this or just after this.
Very good.
Listen to that one for an explanation from somebody that actually understands what happened.
Nice.
Yeah. Not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though I don't understand why isn't there a trans character in the game? Well, I know there was the main character is a trans character.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like, isn't that inclusive then?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like, it doesn't matter how inclusive you are, the money still goes to J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. And you know that they purposely used that because they knew the backlash that was going to come. Even though it's just weird anyway. It's like...
Also, it's set in the 1800s, which means that like trans is a lot more difficult to sort of pull off in that.
Hogwarts Legacy is?
Yeah.
Well, so it's like an old thing.
Yeah.
Oh, well then that makes even more sense then.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. There's no reason.
No.
I'm sorry. Like, and let's be honest. Okay, let's be honest. The chance of meeting a genuinely trans person in the 1800s was very, very slim.
It's very slim now, to be fair. I know
it's still only like they're less than 2% of the population.
It's less than 1%.
Yeah,
It's point. I think it's 0.1%.
Yeah.
I swear it's 0.1 is what I heard. It's very. I know a few people that have never met a trans person. I've met a trans person now, a couple. I think it's a comedy thing.
I've met
you meet
couple,
a few people. Yeah. And the thing is as well, they're all so much more chilled about the actual stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they're so much more chilled than the people that make out you should be.
It's again that thing, if you're a dick about it, then it's obvious you're being a dick about it. If
exactly.
you make a little
it's very
mistake,
easy
then
to
it's
see.
fine.
Yeah. It's very easy to see.
But I suppose that could be, again, that's the comedian thing, isn't it? It's you know...
No, true. Yeah.
We are all kind of aware of, you know, jokes and stuff like that, and accidentally saying the wrong thing at the wrong time or something like that. We're all very aware of that.
I mean, I like to think this true, but my recent dealings.
You're right. You're right. No, you are right.
Like,
that's the thing. There is a vocal minority at the moment, very, very vocal, who seem to think that they have to police other people's jokes.
Yeah,
and
that's
audiences,
a great way to put it.
And performances,
and
where they get gigs.
There's a huge portion of people that aren't vocal, and you can, because we know those people.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. You don't need to be vocal. That's
the whole point. You shouldn't be. You should just be taking on the merit of what you do.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you know, are you funny? Then yeah, come on the stage, have a fucking play. That should be as far as it goes. Like,
even
if I ran a gig, if there were people I didn't like turning up because I didn't like their comedy, it wouldn't stop me from putting them on necessarily.
Man,
if they were a fucking arsehole to me, then yeah, they're not coming on my fucking gig.
Even my open mic nights, I've even said that before. Like, even the people I don't like, and we know who those people are. Yeah. Even them, I'd put on.
Yeah.
I don't know if that one right now. I don't know if he would go on.
No.
But the other people, still anyone generally, I think it should be open to everyone. It's like like anti-censorship and all that on like Facebook and social networks and that.
Yeah.
Should be, it's either one or the other, you know.
You should be able to sort of introduce a motherfucker and then walk off the stage and say, I fucking hate him, and then no one hears it, and it's fine. And
it's fine.
You know?
It's fine. You, that's the working relationship.
It's professionalism.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't like everyone in your office, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Because some of them are pricks. Yeah. And some of them are fucking obstinate dickheads.
But it doesn't mean they're not good at their job.
No, and that's it. You've just got to let them do their job and you do yours, and then you go home.
Oh shit, I just realised I didn't finish my plugs. It's that moment when I
You
said
didn't finish your plugs, no.
Oh, I might as well fucking wait now to the end.
No, do the fucking plugs, do the fucking plugs.
So every week...
I'm going to roll this way just so that I've got some space to roll.
Okay. Every week then, you can also catch me on Wrestling with Egos, where I sit down with... We record it on a Friday. Not going to lie, not too sure what day it comes out. I think a Monday. I'm not completely sure.
That's an interesting,
But it's on all the things you would expect. Google Podcasts,
I mean, to be fair,
Apple,
you release shit more
Spotify.
regularly than I do, so I don't really know what I'm fucking talking about.
What?
You release stuff more regularly than I do, so I don't know what I'm still fucking
I've been purposely making sure I release at least a podcast every week.
Yeah.
And this one's separate, like the wrestling one, because I don't have to do anything, which is amazing.
I mean, it must be working as well, because you're seeing more views, aren't you?
I am seeing more views, yeah. Up and down though, to be fair. The shorts are helping, just
Yeah.
because I think they're just popular at the moment.
Yeah, well, it's just because people they want to enjoy the short content of TikTok, but they hate TikTok.
Yeah.
That's basically
yeah.
what it's for. And I hate fucking TikTok as
Same,
well.
I agree
So
with
I'm more than happy to be on
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
with that shit.
I think, as you know anyway, I think it's just a case of you have to keep doing it. You get the numbers, they are going up more at the moment as well.
Yeah.
For both of us, to be fair.
Yeah.
But then you just got to wait for that, keep doing it until the moment it pops off.
Yeah, and then you can turn it into something serious.
Yeah, and then you need the
Once
back
you start
catalogue.
getting
The back catalogue
sponsorship,
helps.
that'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get sponsored by
We'll
fucking Manscaped.
Yeah.
Fucking
Geology.
Geology.
For my beautiful skin.
Yeah. Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Okay. Fucking sponsor everyone.
Yeah.
My God. Yeah.
They'll sponsor some fucking trash as well.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh.
there's a small possibility I might be able to get a sponsor because starting now, I'm training, but soon I will be hosting a show every week on Switch Radio.
Radio.
Switch Radio. I don't know what it will be yet because obviously I have to go through the point when I'm training and they're happy that I'm not going to go on a live mic and talk about buttholes,
What?
penises.
You can't talk about buttholes?
Oh, well,
Then
no,
what's
no.
the point of being on the radio?
No, they need to train me the Ofcom stuff so that I know how to talk about buttholes. There we are. It's all about wording. It's all about what you're
I
inserting
see.
into the world.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Into the whole world.
It's all about that specific insertion.
That specific insertion, I can't say it, into the whole world. The whole of the world.
whole of the world, yeah.
A-okay. Into the whole. I need a wee again.
How are you needing to wee this much?
Because I have a baby bladder.
Baby bladder.
Yeah, I really do, man.
A baby bladder filled with Budweiser. I mean, that's a difficult combo to deal with.
It's not even much, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie though, I am so looking forward to getting back on stage.
Yeah.
I cannot wait, man. It has been a quarter of a year since I've been on stage.
It's not been far. I don't know actually. I did do one gig like a couple of months ago for Sham.
Sham.
Yeah.
He's somebody I would like to chat to again.
Yeah, there's I don't know why there's still animosity there.
I don't think there is. I think it's just he might think there is for me, and because we're not on Facebook, we're blocked.
Yeah.
Then we can't. I think there's probably not that much there. I don't know from his side.
I
Not
don't
from
know.
mine.
I don't know.
Is there?
There's a weird
okay.
vibe.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's a kind of like, in some ways, it's a popular thing to not like me.
For some reason, I think he thinks
In that clique.
you're an Aryan guy.
What?
No.
But I'm sure he meant it in a jokey way.
I mean, I probably. Yeah.
I like the. I don't really think Sham would
Yeah,
actually think
I don't
that.
think he thinks you're actually a Nazi.
No, surely.
There's pretty much a lot of evidence to show that you're distinctly not a Nazi.
Yeah, like common sense. First of all.
Yeah, we talked about killing Nazis being good in this and multiple times in various computer games and things like that. We all love shooting Nazis in Wolfenstein.
They're quite. Yeah, that's a great game.
It's a fucking great game.
Yeah.
How many Nazis have you killed in Wolfenstein and how many
Quite a
did you
few.
feel good about?
But to be fair, the Nazis are my motherhood land. You know.
Oh, you know.
I obviously love a Nazi.
Parish comes from son of Paris, which means I came originally from France.
There you go.
I mean, I can't really talk.
They like Nazis too?
No, they're just... Well, where's it our smoking galois,
Yeah, and they
eating croissant.
No, eating our frog legs and snails. That's weird.
After the croissant.
Croissant
Croissant is the morning food. By the evening, you are ready for the frog leg.
You know what? To be fair, I might take out the explanation of the sham thing because I don't feel like it's needed in there.
Yeah.
I don't really want it in there.
No.
That's going to be like around 152 then.
Yeah, it was. It was a bit weird.
What, did you actually, I'll take this out. Then do you actually think he thinks that?
No, I don't think he does.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he
Gonna
does.
say.
I think he just sort of
Just
when he
makes it
doesn't,
things.
when he thinks he doesn't like someone, it's a huge thing for Sham.
Oh, okay.
Like he's, Jack's ex,
Francis.
Francis.
Yeah.
Like he's talked about her loads of times. Like this horrible Cyclops. It's like, fucking hell, man.
I should laugh at that. That's fucking funny though.
Yeah. Horrible Cyclops with the saggy tits. Take that out.
That's fucking great. 150, where are we at? 155. Okay.
Yeah, take that out. Definitely take that out.
Because I do feel like it would just take like a 1 minute chat with me and Sham and it'd be done.
Yeah.
I tried to do it at the trigger warning when he was there and he just left. But I think, like I said, he's whatever.
Yeah, he's just Sham.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not much you can do. Sham will be Sham.
Yeah, he's always made me laugh though. His I like his craziness on stage.
Yeah, he's got a manic energy that's brilliant.
I find it fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like when I went to one of the trigger warning, it was a trigger warning that I wasn't performing on.
Yeah.
Because Sham was performing on it.
Yeah.
And we did a bit at the end where you clap or you vote for your favourite. My favourite was Sham. I voted for him. He was fucking good. It was fucking hilarious that night, man. He was so good.
He's got such a great energy for the MCing now as well. He's
he's
doing
a good
it for
MC.
so long.
Yeah.
Like he's really got it down.
Yeah.
Because he used to maybe go on a little bit too long occasionally, but now he's really shot like straight to the point. He gets these brilliant little jokes and songs out, and he gets moving, and it's
figured
great.
out. That's good to be fair, because that was the one thing he used to go on for a while, but at the same time he could though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like,
He
he
could keep
came up
people
with so
entertained,
much
yeah.
shit, man. And that's the thing, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
It wasn't always that
Would
you
you
were
like to be RoboCop? Like, yeah, I want to be fucking RoboCop.
It wasn't even that you were laughing the whole time, but you just couldn't help but it's like mesmerising.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's fucking, it's entertaining.
yeah, man, he's fucking good at that shit. So, Wrestling with Egos anyway.
Yes.
I still didn't finish them. Wrestling with Egos, wrestling every week. There was something else I was going to mention, and I can't remember it now. I know it was the Switch Radio would have done it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I was wrong, I did do them all.
You did do
Okay.
them. They're all done now.
Yeah. See, that's rare for me. Memory doesn't normally work well for me. I always assume that I've missed something, but I actually got it right.
My memory's gotten worse. I hate it. I used to have a really good memory, and now I keep forgetting shit. Like where I put things.
Is that getting old, or
Yeah.
is it smoking though?
Look at my hair. There's grey in there. There's a lot of grey in there, Carl.
You got some grey now, actually.
Yeah, I do.
That looks distinguished though.
It does
You have
look-
more come through.
If enough comes through that I get like the side patches, then I can look like fucking Mr. Fantastic.
I was going to say Doc Cotton then.
No, not Doc Cotton. Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Although they are both equally superpowered.
Exactly. I've very many a times put on EastEnders and seen Doc Cotton stretching around.
Yeah.
Going back to the house so she can slap Sonia and be like, do something else.
Yeah. Always there when she needs to be.
Always there when she needs to be. The other hand stretching over to the laundrette.
Yep, getting shit done.
Yeah. And a eyebrow stretching out holding a cigarette.
Unsunghero.com.
Unsung hero indeed. Christ. I learned a ridiculous fact the other day.
Yeah.
31% of Americans It's gonna. I remember writing this down.
This is going to be one of these hilarious things where they just believe something fucking dumb.
It's so dumb.
Oh, brilliant! I love
They
this.
31% of Americans legitimately believe they couldn't beat a house cat in a fight to the death. 31%. That's a lot of people. That's a
You
lot
can't
of people.
beat a cat. I'm sorry if you can't.
A fucking house cat.
Yeah. Fuck no, you can't do that.
It's true.
Like, I could beat the shit out of a cat if I needed to. If
I
I
think you
really
could too.
needed to kill a cat,
Yeah.
and it was coming at me, and it was me or the cat, I could take a fucking cat.
Definitely. It's more of a question. How many cats could you
Like,
kill before
definitely.
you died?
Oh, that's a very good question.
That's a better question.
I reckon I could take on a good 10 cats.
I remember.
Like, if it's all at the same time, I reckon I can just get into double figures of cats.
Well, I did a test with the evil hippie man
Yeah.
a few years back, and I learned that in the same situation, but replaced them with small children,
Yeah.
I can do about 83.
That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. To be fair, small
He was
children.
about 130. he
Yeah,
was a
small
hippie.
children are less dangerous than a cat.
I don't know.
I think they are. I think if you get enough cats together and enough of them hate you, then you're in trouble, mate.
Depends if there's a knife around, though. Because a small child can still hold a knife.
Yeah.
Might not get eaten far because he hasn't got the power to follow food.
Is there anything else around though? Like, can I use like? I reckon I could take out a knife being held by a child if I used a pillow properly. You know?
But one child.
Yeah.
Oh, one child, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you've
yeah.
got they're surrounding you.
Oh well, I've got
It's like
a
a circle
fight.
of them coming in.
Oh, there's a circle
You're being
of kids,
swarmed.
and they've all got knives.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm fucked.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
No, they haven't all got knives, but there might be the odd knife around. If
That's
the world-
fucking. That's
there's gonna be a
fucking
knife around.
Lord
If
of the
world-
Flies shit, mate. I'm not dealing with that. I'm just fucking kill me. I don't want to stay around for this shit.
Well, I remember one of the questions specifically being, would you be okay with picking up a child and using it as a weapon to
Yeah,
kill the other children?
of course.
Yeah, of course.
It's you or them.
Exactly.
You've got to fucking do it.
The thing though is
You pick the longest, like, but also like slightly chunky.
Yeah, there needs
You
a
don't
bit
want them
of...
to be really big because then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
won't
yeah.
get a good swing on. But you need them to be
Yeah.
slightly chunky so
Well, it
that you
depends how
got.
strong you are at the time, I guess.
It's true. It's true.
And how
You
tall
want
you are.
something you can get a good whip with. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
You need to
yeah.
get some fucking contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing. The hippie man was a lot taller than me, so he just had that power.
He has the reach
the
advantage.
reach, the swing,
That's
the
a big.
momentum.
That's a big thing. The reach.
And they don't
advantage.
take into account the fact that he's a goth.
I
and
think-
he has zero physical ability.
Yeah, I
they don't
think
take that into account.
The best thing to do in the situation where you're surrounded by the kids in a circle is just maul one of them.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
aim for one of them, maul them, get on the other side of them, and then just start taking them out with that kid's knife.
Yeah, and go for the biggest one first.
Go for the biggest one first, yeah.
It's like prison.
Because it's a kid as well, so they're not going to be that big anyway. So
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
still
yeah.
look intimidating as
Yeah.
fuck to the kids, but
it's
it's
like-
not that dangerous for you.
No, but as we all know, don't go into like preschool now. It's like prison. You have to think about it in the same way.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to tell my kids as soon as they get to preschool. I'm going to go, right, find the biggest person and knock them out. What, Dad, it's the
What I did.
teacher. Fucking do it,
Yeah,
son.
that's what I did tell my kids.
Yeah. Knock that fucking teacher out and say, I'm the teacher now.
Bitch.
Look at me. I am
in
the
the
teacher
eyes.
now.
No, legitimately.
We're playing with Play-Doh, motherfucker.
But my secondary school was so like rough and shit. Because my secondary school was known as being one of the rough ones in Birmingham.
Oh, dear.
Oh yeah.
Rougher ones in Birmingham.
Yeah,
Is like,
yeah.
that's a fucking...
One of the rough ones.
That statement.
It's a boys' school as well.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah. It's fun though, to be fair. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like instead of paper ball fights, we'd have flaming paper ball fights in class. Legitimately.
That's fucking insane. That's fucking insane.
It was great.
Did everything have to be sprayed with fire retardant?
No, I don't know if Avio did it, but Ayo did. Yeah, it was a fun school, but also crazy school and scary school to be. It was scary as hell for the first 3 years for me. The last 2 years were fine. I was me by then.
Once you're sort of established in yourself to a certain degree.
Once you know yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're fine. Like that's
As long as the self you know isn't a bitch.
That's why, but that's why it took me fucking ages because I didn't establish who I was till really even after university. I had a long time of being like, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. And now I know I want to be a comedian. And I feel like I might be stretching the limits of how late I can do it, but
What?
I feel old. I don't know.
I mean, I get the idea of feeling old physically, but I mean, we're only like 30 something.
I know. But something
That's like
about
the
me,
age
like,
when you. I mean, and you've already been doing it for like 4 years, so
I know.
that's like kind of normal.
Yeah, I know. There's just part of me that's like, oh, I wish I could just, you know.
That's good. Do you know why? That's because you're a negative bastard.
I am a negative.
You're an extremely negative
I'm
bastard.
a negative fucker.
Yeah, you're very negative.
Yeah.
That's why I think me and you work so well, though, because it's like you're very negative. I don't want to be positive, but I am positive.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
I don't want to be negative, but I am negative. Like, for the most part, I try and be positive, but it doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
It's like, but that allows me to see the positive in negative things, which I think is where most of my comedy comes from.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of get that, because on your way, like, I see the positive and negative things.
Yeah.
The other thing.
Negative and positive things.
That's the thing. Yeah, I do actually. That's true.
Yeah,
I do a lot actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why that happens, but it does.
I guess just one of the things. Yeah, like whichever side you see, you can always. Yeah.
It's like I can smell the bullshit here.
It's like you look at something like this thing, you watch the news and it's like you can always see. It's like, okay, yeah, I see the happy bit of what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
But why are they saying it? What do they actually mean?
Yeah.
Why are they being nice right now? It's like the Ukraine and Russia war. It's like why are we being so nice to Ukraine?
Yeah.
Why though?
It's like, again, it's for me, it was the one where it was COVID and they were like, oh yeah, but don't worry, this won't be a big thing at all. It's all going to be fine. And I was like, what? Oh, your fuckers are lying.
You know what, in all honesty, when it comes to like the COVID stuff, that I genuinely believe it was just more of like everyone was just shit.
Yeah.
Everyone just fucked up.
Everyone fucked it up.
We expected it to not do it, because I didn't expect it to do it. I was like, it's nothing. Oh yeah, about. We always hear about these things happening, always going to change the world. Oh yeah, of course it is. Damn. Wait.
That motherfucker
God.
did, yeah.
Oh my god, what's going on? Why is it all different?
The lines of division that got laid down during COVID is one of the biggest problems at the moment.
In what senses?
In everything, like in comedy, in fucking, in society, in politics. It's like people divided themselves so much more because we only had that access to the internet chat rooms and shit like that. And we only talked to our friends for an entire fucking 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it wasn't healthy, man. It was not healthy.
Yeah, I see
and we
what
were
you're saying.
already at the breaking point where people fucking didn't like each other because of Trump and this and that and the other and Brexit. And it's like, well, it's just division after division. And after a while, you can't help but go, well, this seems intentional. Like, there's no reason why you'd be dividing people this much unless you actually kind of wanted the division to happen.
See, I don't know, because I feel like there's always like division in things.
Yeah, but that's the point. They're always trying to sort of to put people into camps and then make those camps dislike each other. Like with the fucking you can't be a trans ally if you buy fucking J.K. Rowling's game. It's like, what? Come on.
See, the problem is though with it all, like, I don't believe there's any day to it. I just believe it's human nature. All of it.
Oh, it is, but the thing is, it's been stoked throughout the years.
I don't even know
Us versus them is such a powerful tool. It's one of the reasons
Yeah.
why the Nazis came to power so well.
I don't even know if I fully believe though that like
Also, quickly, I shouldn't say well. Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that it's so like a purpose thing. No, it just always seems the way it kind of goes. I mean, the Nazis, for example, like they got into power just because America were doing the right thing, or the Allies,
and stopping them from having an army and stopping them from
and then just didn't look after the place they they destroyed, you know, like all the top government people. So imagine you got like a tree and you've got a wall with the fucking foliage
and the
Kaisers,
chop
it off,
the
and then
Kaisers
you don't
there,
help the rest of it grow afterwards.
No, but and they literally did say to them, like, yeah, you can't have an army. You're not allowed to have an army.
Yeah, even though it's like this isn't even the same country you took over before. This has now been the head's been cut off completely.
And then so like this group of people who feel like they've got nothing to live for and no hope suddenly have this
got groomed.
Yeah, this fucking dude comes out of nowhere and starts doing quote unquote beer hall putches.
Yeah,
he literally would go from pub to pub in Germany, speaking about his idea for Germany and stuff like that, and buying
Really? Is
people
that how he started off?
and buying people free beers and just like making it a
Things
big
to do,
party.
Germany,
Yeah, and he got more and more people on his side and got bigger and bigger and bigger, and then he's turned it into a party, and then the party
because
became.
he purposely like took what he was saying and like aimed it a certain way to
Yeah.
figure out what the people wanted.
Yeah.
The stuff he said wasn't even what he did in the end.
The thing
some
is
of
as
it
well-
was, some of it, a lot of it wasn't. He was just trying to get them.
The Nazi soldiers, people like to think of all Nazi soldiers as evil fucks. A lot
Well,
of the
they're not. They're just people.
A lot of the Nazis had no idea what was going on with death camps
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But what they were told is that if they fought in this war, they would be given a home for the rest of their lives for them and their family.
I think
They
a lot
would
of
be
them heard what was going on.
Yeah,
too.
they would be, no, but they also said they'd be given, a great retirement. They'd get all the mod cons. They'd get a car. They'd get electricity. They'd get a microwave.
Even if one
they'd get all
soldier had
this.
heard that the death camps were going on, what could one person
Yeah.
do anyway?
Yeah.
Like, in that situation,
Yeah,
like,
but
realistically.
But the thing is as well, like, the vast majority didn't know. A few did, but the ones who did were, probably
To be
not
fair,
happy
actually,
about
you
it,
forget-
most of them.
You forget about how easy it would have been to keep stuff from people like pre-internet.
There was no
You forget about
phones
that,
or anything like that.
There was phones.
Everything was...
There was phones.
Well, there were phones, but they were all locked down, and you couldn't take a photo with them. You couldn't, like, live stream a broadcast to the fucking... to the world.
You could ring someone though.
Yeah, but they were stuck in one place, and they made a lot of noise.
Got you. Sorry. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you'd have to go somewhere to talk to someone on the phone, and
yeah.
then,
It's hard to imagine like a world where there's no connectivity like that, though, no internet and stuff. It's really hard to really imagine that fully.
Yeah,
now.
it's changed everything.
It would be really interesting to see what the world would be like if it had like a proper solar storm happen, like they're talking about. Because I'm sure they
If
were
it just
talking
killed
about-
off all of electronic devices at once. Yeah.
People say like the world would destroy itself in like a few days. I don't think that's true.
No, it wouldn't. No.
Look how quickly we'd
have to manufacture new fuses for various things, but the power would come back on fairly quickly.
Yeah.
You'd have to
Even
get like there's no like fuses in a light bulb, and like everyone will get given fuses or buy fuses, and then they'll be running out of fuses for a little bit, but eventually everyone will get their fuses, and then everything will be fine again.
And then eventually you'll get like even in that time until you get like the higher techie stuff, whatever it is, working again. Like even in that time, I mean, things are going to be pretty.
Like,
chill.
the thing is, you've got all the materials there. They'll just take all the stuff back in, recycle it, make it again. Because it's not like we've forgotten how to make this shit. Those people still exist. And they'll just remake all of the stuff. And not everyone will get it immediately, but eventually everything will come back online.
Yeah. Be interesting to see.
For a while, people will have to read books. For a little while, people will have to go and see live comedy. For a little while, people will have to go and see theatre,
There we go. I think that's what we need to do. We need to go out of our way to do... We'll be the kind of...
Let's
terrorists that
sunshine
people
this
like.
shit. Let's fire some nuclear material at the sun and see what happens.
Or we could just do it... No, that wouldn't work. So I'd say we could have done like the Mr. Burns thing where he blocked the sun out.
Yeah, no, that's a whole different vibe.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I saw something about a meteor coming like in the next 3 years. It's going to be very close to us. But
that happens quite a lot.
Yeah. But it's one of the first times they can actually see it coming ahead of time.
They detected it first. Yeah.
It's quite cool now. Did you see the thing that they did where they like tested the thing out to like a defense for it for the first time?
Yeah.
No. They shot like just not a rocket, but like imagine like a giant space shuttle. Just powered it towards.
Oh, and then knocked straight into it.
Bashed into it.
Yeah.
That is the
level
level of
just
NASA. Sometimes the most simple thing is amazing.
Yeah.
And
the thing is, you don't have to move it much over that distance. You just have to move it like half a degree. And then by the time it's going past Earth, it's going past like a few thousand miles further away.
Have you, because I know we talked about it before actually, and I forgot about it completely, the Nicola Bully thing. Have you seen more of that yet?
No.
Oh, they've just, apparently the police have just fucked up the thing completely. Not surprisingly.
It was an officer, I almost guarantee it.
I forgot about that opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, it very much could have been.
Yeah.
At the very least, which it always seems to be the case, they've just extremely fucked up their investigation.
Yeah. Oh, she definitely fell into the river. No, but she didn't, though. No, but she definitely did. What?
Have you seen what they said yesterday?
No.
They've suddenly put out now a whole thing about how since going through the menopause, she's been what's the word? Dependent on alcohol and all these things. I think I was talking to Mum about it earlier. I'm like, I think they're trying to say that because a lot of people have said, well, that river is, how would you really, you know?
Yeah, they're
fall
trying to
into
make
that?
up a thing that she's killing herself.
That she, well, no, that she was drunk and walked in.
Or just
just
fell in.
Yeah, because she
like
was too
she's
drunk.
the local pisshead.
Like she passed out and just fell into it and that killed her.
Like she's just been wandering along with a fucking bottle of Jack, asking people if they've got a spare Benson and Hedges.
They've been making it out where she's an alcoholic. That's what they've been doing. But
I love you got some vodka.
it would be great if they do try to do that, because as soon as I saw that, I said this to Mum. I was like, "That's all." Like, I get the logic of maybe what they're trying to say, but at the same time, there was people saw her walking around, and if she was drunken enough
You'd
to
know,
die,
yeah.
you'd be able to.
Yeah, you would. You'd be able to tell.
I've been with somebody once where something happened to them, and it's like you would be dead if people weren't around you right now.
Yeah.
And you could look at him, you could tell though. It wasn't a surprise. He didn't just do. It was ridiculous. A few of us lying down the road, rolling down, having fun, and then all of a sudden he just ran down and didn't see the three people rolling down the road.
Yeah.
He just fell, and then just look over. As I was one of the people rolling down the road in a bunch, you just look over and you just see the guy flip over completely and just land on his head.
Yeah.
Keep going for a second, you know,
Yeah.
and then hit the floor.
Oh.
And then he ran off. That was it. He also fell off a bridge we were trying to climb over, and then he ran off into the golf course going, "Ah!"
What the fuck?
They found him eventually a long way away. In the golf course, there was a huge golf course, so
Yeah.
he just kept going. I don't know what happened to him. We broke him.
Oh shit, man.
We never saw him again. I hope he was okay.
Yeah, I hope he was going. I hope everything was all right.
Oh, you know Hula?
Yeah.
He almost killed himself again.
What? How?
Sepsis.
What? Jesus
Yeah, no.
Christ! My friend had that once. It nearly killed him as well. He almost lost his fucking leg.
Yeah, what? So this is like he had like a cut / he thought he broke his toe.
Yeah.
And he was just him being him. Like, I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
And I can kind of understand with how the NHS has been lately, having that kind of frame of mind.
Yeah.
But I imagine he didn't notice how painful it was because of how high he is all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What does sepsis do then? Because I was trying to get answers out of him.
It's fucking horrible. So basically, it starts off as an infection, and then it goes into your bloodstream, and it starts spreading around.
I've heard of the blood thing.
Yeah. And it is fucking bad. It is not good news. You need a lot of antibiotics to cure it. You need to stay in hospital to cure it.
Oh, so he must have been in there for a bit, because I know he was in hospital. But...
Yeah. My friend, as I say, he was working in a brewery, and like that kind of thing happens quite a lot in breweries because you're dealing with yeast and like
really?
yeah and like other
Remind
kinds
me
of
about
bacteria
Land
and
Rover
stuff.
after this, because it's interesting.
Yeah.
As well. Okay.
But at some point he
remind me
must have caught himself somewhere along the line and started to get an infection. And now
Well,
we
like
go
from
out.
the yeast getting in, is that what you mean then?
Well, it's not just yeast. There's like bacteria because this
does
this thing
bacteria
was on
grow
a
a lot
farm.
around yeast then?
This thing was on a farm as well. Like the entire
Okay.
brewery was literally right next to a farm. So like there's loads of opportunities for like stuff to get in and when you're going home or all this kind of shit.
To be fair, like any kind of like edible stuff, I need you get that a lot more.
Yeah. But with he ends up getting like quite painful while we're out drinking, and he's like, yeah, I'll just have another drink, it'll be fine. I'll have another drink, it'll be fine. And obviously it's not fine because we get to the end of the night and he's drunk quite a lot, and he's like, yeah, this is worse than it was before.
Oh,
this
the pain.
is more painful.
Oh, okay.
And he started like
What
being
is it?
sick and like not being able to stand up properly and all this kind of shit.
Well, I suppose depending on how much he's drunk, you don't know if that's the alcohol though.
Well, no, because he can handle his shit.
Oh, okay. That's different, yeah.
But
You
yeah,
know, he
these
wouldn't be normal.
motherfuckers, like he had to sort of wait till the following day, and then someone called an ambulance for him basically, and he goes into hospital, and yeah, they're like, yeah, you've got sepsis, you're gonna have to take a lot of drugs to stop yourself from losing your leg basically, because there's a chance we're gonna have to amputate your leg.
Fucking hell, though. Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, okay, I'd rather not. And they're like, yeah, well, we'd rather not too, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, okay, so I assumed it was like on a level of like gangrene kind of stuff.
The thing is, yeah, once it sets in,
Is that when it goes to gangrene?
it will start to spread everywhere. And once it spreads everywhere, it will start to fuck up your entire system. So the easiest thing to do is take off where the infection started.
Yeah. Like Walking Dead.
Yeah, and just deal with the rest of it, because that will kill you.
Fucking hell. So Hula was, I keep going to say his name, but he's very lucky then.
Yeah.
I bitched at him because he didn't go in for a bit, like, and he's very chill. And yeah, when he's just a stupid man. And even more so now, apparently, then I've learned this. He's a dumb man.
It's difficult to tell when something's going to be sepsis as opposed to just being an infection.
Yeah.
Because for the vast majority, it just looks like the same thing. It's like, it's a slightly gooey, ooey fucking...
Yeah, it's an infection. If it's an infection, that's enough reason to be going.
It is enough reason to be going.
Yeah.
If you think you've got a proper infection, you should be going and getting some antibiotics.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, otherwise you're being a dum-dum. And Knife's friend and Hula, dum-dums.
No, actually, to be fair, my mate, like, that happened so quickly.
Oh.
Because it was a really nasty whatever he had.
It was just a quick one.
It was really quick.
Okay,
it was
well,
like literally
friend...
it happened the day before and then he got fucked up.
Okay. Well, Knife's friend not so much, but Hula,
Yeah.
dum-dum.
It can happen very, very quickly, or it can happen
He might have
very
done
slowly.
too. I don't know. I didn't actually.
Yeah.
He wasn't saying too much because he was using his usual high as hell verbiage.
Yeah. But it's fucking it's ruthless, man. It's a nasty fucking disease. Well,
Wow.
It's not really a disease. It's more like an affliction caused by multiple diseases.
Yeah. AKA stupidity. Many of things.
Did you see, before I forget, did you see any of The Last of Us TV show yet?
Yeah, I have watched the first episode.
I've watched the first episode as well. This leaves us in a very good position.
Okay,
Right.
I like.
How fucking interesting was that opening bit where they're just talking on the chat show? And they're like, if it starts to raise, then there could be a reason for fungi to, increase their temperature survival levels, and then we're in trouble.
I mean, that part, from what I've gathered, is legit as well.
Yeah, it is. The cordyceps fucking stuff
I know
in
the
that is
cordyceps
so
are real.
gross as shit.
It's
as
real
well.
as well.
The fucking things sticking out their fucking mouths like.
I know. I was listening to something before on Joe Rogan. I think about it like years ago.
Yeah.
It takes over like ants and stuff.
Yeah, it takes over ants, takes over slugs, takes over lots of different things.
And shit.
Yeah.
But it's still, I mean, you think about things that small, like a slug, more so. Like things that small, it's only, like you said, a point, and then if it gets to then taking over us, that would be.
Well, that's the thing. It probably wouldn't spread to humans immediately because you've got quite a lot of matter there to be dealing with.
You'd imagine it. I mean, realistically, you probably could never, just because that level of evolution to get to. I imagine the Earth will probably be burnt up by then.
Yeah, but like it will definitely go at like smaller mammals first. Like
that'd be interesting.
Mice would get cordyceps.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be bad actually.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
And then that could start to spread to, say, dogs or cats or rats.
It's mice though as well. I mean, that's what started the plague. It's very easy to imagine you could go from, because if
it gets to pigs, we're basically fucked, because that's a really easy leap.
We say it would never happen, but then thinking about like COVID and stuff, like if you believe the initial thing, it came from a bat. Yeah. But a lot of legitimate viruses and stuff did come from an animal to us.
It's true, yeah.
So I mean,
AIDS came from monkeys.
Yeah. Was that actually legit?
Simian immunodeficiency virus.
But I'm guessing it was not the story that you'd always hear about a man fucking up ape.
No, well, the thing is, that it could have been that. It could also be that a lot of people were dealing in bushmeat.
That makes a lot more sense.
So literally just cutting up lots of SIDS-ridden fucking monkeys and then eating it or chopping their hand while they were chopping up the stuff.
Yeah, being exposed to it and doing all that shit, Yeah, it makes a bit more sense. I mean, I swear I heard that avian flu was a thing. Oh, actually, I'll say this. I annoyed myself then by saying it like that.
Yeah.
It annoys me when they call it avian flu. Stop being so fucking posh. It's fucking bird flu. That's what it always was. It's fucking
But
bird
now
flu.
it's avian.
Now it's avian flu
Yeah,
because we all need to be a little bit more
It's a bit fancier.
prim and proper, fancier
Yeah.
about a disease that probably won't kill us.
Avian flu.
Yeah. Sounds like a fucking just one step away from sounding like a fucking perfume.
Yeah.
Avian flu.
Avian
for
flu.
you.
Par Chanel.
For you. I just imagine Harry
The
Styles
worst
in
one.
like a
The
peacock outfit.
worst fucking. Sorry, I've got to talk about this.
That's fine.
The worst fucking perfume advert is the
Okay.
one for Daisy.
Ah, Daisy.
Daisy,
Hey, too fast.
Daisy.
It's not that fast. Daisy.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, it's been on
It's
for.
so bad, and
been
they
on for
keep
so long.
using. Yeah, it's been on for like 10 years.
I don't think it's quite that long.
No, it must be.
It feels like
Fucking
that.
feels like
I'll agree to that. It definitely feels like it.
They just need to change that shit. It's like after I've seen what was the cult movie, Midsummer.
Oh yeah.
After seeing that, like that Daisy advert takes on a whole different fucking
Oh,
vibe.
it's all the same style, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that is such a good movie as well. You have to watch.
I
that
do want to
movie,
watch
dude.
it. I don't think it's
fucking
streaming on
have
anything
to.
at the moment.
I also watched Hereditary. Hereditary's.
I
fucking
always
brilliant,
think
yeah.
about the two the same.
Yeah, they're in a similar kind of vibe at the time. Yeah.
Is one of them M. Night Shyamalan? Is that Hereditary?
I don't know.
I might be wrong
I
about
don't
that.
think so. I don't know. But
But
it's
he
good.
hasn't done a lot of good ones for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. He did do one No, I'm thinking of Glass.
The
and I
Beach
didn't
wasn't
like that.
terrible. It
No,
wasn't.
Split was good.
Split was good. Yeah.
Yeah. Glass, I didn't. Was it Glass? The one, like the end of it? I think it
Glass was the final one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't like that. It was shit.
I thought it was interesting.
It
But
was interesting how the end kind of went against the normal.
yeah, it was
stuff.
anticlimactic in a way. Yeah.
But at the same time, as cool as that concept is, it's still just anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way around that. That's just what it is.
It doesn't have a climax.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
we're not going to give you a climax because that's what comic books would do, and this is real. Yeah, but then your movie doesn't have a
Yeah.
climax.
Do it for one at the end. Maybe like, like the last person, he just walks up and he just dies suddenly.
Yeah.
For one of them, sure.
Yeah.
But let the Beast do some crazy shit.
Yeah. Let him go fucking mental.
Yeah. I don't think any of that film should have happened, in all honesty.
Well, M. Night Shyamalan had to do his little shamily shuffle.
Did he do anything after
The
that?
5-finger shamily shuffle.
Oh, I see. I think Shyamalan. I think he's missing a thumb.
Oh.
I think it's just a
The 4-finger shamily shuffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he lost it when he was doing the original Unbreakable. He was like, everything's unbreakable. Look, watch, I'm unbreakable. And he got his thumb and he went, shh. And he was wrong.
He was very wrong.
He was wrong.
Yeah.
But he proved his point.
Did he?
I think so.
It's a
Somehow.
good movie, so.
Yeah, well, it's good. I enjoyed that. I'm a fan of like 90s, especially late 90s kind of thrillers are my favourite films.
Bruce Willis was on like top of his game as well. In that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Like, he fucking owned that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That still wasn't one of the ones I grew up on, but I just loved the old like late 90s thrillers and that. This is the best kind of films.
Yeah.
I can't think of it on my top of
Just
my
because
head
they
now.
did interesting shit. It's like games have got less interesting. All the games now, they're either kind of military shooters or they're sci-fi shooters, and they've all got like power-ups.
Or fantasy.
Yeah, or that's the thing. Either it goes that or it goes heavy fantasy shit. And everything's got to have live service crap in it. And I remember when like BioShock came out and shit like that. BioShock was fucking awesome. BioShock is one of the most it's literally you like a concept you'd never get today. Oh, we're gonna have something set underneath the waves in a built city underneath at the bottom of the fucking sea, and there's gonna be water coming in. There's gonna be like big brothers and little sisters and all this
And the
fucking
big thing. I forget what it's called, but that big thing with the little
the
kid.
Big Daddy. Sorry,
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
But then he had Infinite come out though.
Infinite wasn't. I never actually played through Infinite, so I can't.
It was
really say.
I enjoyed it, but it was
Yeah.
one of those games where I did something and when you try to do the next bit of the game and you can't because something's kind of broken on it.
Yeah.
That happened to me on it.
Yeah, when something bugs out on a game,
Yeah.
that's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what was the thing I was going to say then? There was something else with that. I don't know, games. He was on my games.
Yeah.
BioShock.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What?
It'll come back to it. I don't know what it was
How
now.
dare you?
It'll come back to it. The thing I was going to say before, though.
Yeah.
So one of my mates,
Yeah.
who, well, his name's Snowman.
Oh, very good.
He is
It's a good
the
name.
Hano Man.
Yeah.
Hano. The man who's had a nickname for so long, his nickname has a couple of nicknames. Hano Man, Hano, Snow.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
The man who likes to put his face in powder,
Yeah.
even though he doesn't like cocaine. Actually, Snow. That's a bit longer, that one, so we have to shorten it down.
Yeah.
It doesn't well off the tongue as well.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. He works in Land Rover,
Yeah.
and somebody died again the other day.
Again?
Apparently,
How many people die at Land
this
Rover?
is the point. Apparently, it happens a lot.
Oh, God.
Apparently, people get dragged in regularly. Like
What,
he
by
said,
robot arms or something?
this last one was something to do with the track things that they go down. He got pulled in
Yeah.
to the track
Fucking hell.
the other day.
What the fuck, Land Rover?
Apparently, he was saying like it happens quite regularly. He's only worked there for like half a year, like 10 months, I
What?
think.
How regularly is regularly in
Well, that's what
half
I'm
a
saying.
year?
He said he's been quite a few already, and he hasn't been working there long.
The fuck?
They keep it quiet, apparently.
How the fuck does that even happen?
People, it's probably the people's fault more than anything.
I mean, I'm willing to go there in like a leg that tears away and maybe just lose half a foot
Well, you're
to
willing
get some
to do that.
compensation. You know, it's like I don't have to work for
I
it.
don't think you get compensation though because you've been trained.
There's the hush money, Carl.
Yeah, but, yeah, true.
Oh, you gotta have that hush
They're
money.
still going to hush it up a bit.
Yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
True, actually.
Couple mil goes away.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
that to them?
I
That's
don't
a
think it'll be a couple of mil still though.
Oh no, they can
Because
afford
if so, I would just.
it. They
go
can
there.
afford that shit. They're fine with it.
I'd lose a leg for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine how many fucking cars they sell on the daily.
Would you rather
Easy.
lose a leg or an arm?
Oh, a leg.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, I think that's true for me.
Like hands are so useful. Until we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
like
yeah.
properly decent bionic arms, it's gonna be legs every time.
Well, no, to
And
be
you know what I'm
fair-
gonna do as well? I'm gonna have one of the ones that's literally like it's gonna happen. I'd have one of the ones that's like a
You never know.
a Terminator leg, like an actual like metallic Terminator leg in exactly the same shape as the Terminator. And I'd walk around that with Halloween and have like a bit of my
I'm
leg
guessing you
ripped
mean the
off.
Terminator when he's been like skinned.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
the exoskeleton. Or
That
the,
looks so
yeah.
weird though because you'd have normal and then just be a knob and then it'd just be like a thin
Yeah.
thing coming out of it.
Yeah,
Oh god, that sounds horrific to be honest.
I'd just be walking around with that going on. It'd be awesome.
To be fair, you know what?
The face shit on as well.
Just having that leg though, there would be some girls that would be into it.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
Like, because there's a legitimate rule. If you can think of it, there's people out there that are into it.
Yeah. Well, originally it was Rule 34, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Which was Rule 34
If you
on
can
the
think of
internet.
it.
If you can think, if it exists, there is porn of it.
Oh, okay. That might not be true.
Oh no, it's true.
That might not
If
be
it
true.
exists, there is porn of it, Carl.
Is there porn of 1700 people having sex?
Yes.
They had no video cameras. How could there be?
There's people who reenact it, Carl.
Reenacting is not the same thing. No, it's
People
not the same
draw
thing.
it, Carl. Yeah, well, is the Hulk having sex with fucking
Exactly.
something real? No, but there's porn of it because someone's drawn it, Carl.
That's a good point. Actually.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah. There's porn of furniture. There's porn of carpets. There's porn of everything.
The
If it
object
exists, there is porn of it.
Yeah. Yeah, to be fair, that makes sense because I genuinely believe if you can think of it, there's people out there that get turned on by
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah,
just,
100%.
Yeah, the internet has told us that's true.
There's
so-
people who get turned on by balloons popping.
Yeah.
There's people who get
God.
turned on by people going into fucking sinking sand pits.
Imagine how those people that get turned on by balloons popping felt when that Chinese balloon was popped.
Oh,
That must have been tantric for them.
yeah.
God.
They've got that on repeat.
Yeah.
They just sit and play it again and again during their lunch break.
Whew.
Oh
Not
dear.
safe for work.
Holy shit. We've been talking for a while.
Right, here we have.
Yeah.
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
2.5. It's not bad.
It's not too bad at all. And we had an immensely long and complicated story to get through.
Yeah.
of I can't even pretend it was a fucking terrible. The cocaine bear shit is ridiculous.
I can't believe they're making a movie out of a story of a bear walking 100 feet after taking too much cocaine and having a
100
heart
yards.
attack. 100 yards.
It's even less.
No, it's more actually. It's technically more. Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 100 yards and then just having a heart attack.
Yeah.
That's it.
He walked.
That's the shittest movie.
The distance was so small that the hunter that was scared of the bear could still see the duffel bag. He told his friend about it, and then the bit I didn't get to, he told his friend about it, and then the friend called the police to get a reward for it. So the hunter didn't even get the reward.
Jesus Christ.
Because the police were like looking everywhere for the cocaine, and they got most of it, except for some they knew was missing.
From the
Probably
fucking bear.
Yeah, they didn't expect to find it in a bear's stomach. I bet that bear had an amazing 100 yards though.
I bet he had a great time before that heart attack.
Yeah.
And there had never been a bear that had felt more bear than that bear.
Definitely. Well, you say that though, but bears are all about taking shits.
It's true, yeah.
He probably couldn't do that. Definitely.
Could you imagine how he'd deal with another bear? How annoying he'd be to another bear? Oh, God. Just going up to him, fucking constantly. I
wish I had a fucking camera on me, you know, when I was writing a story, and I realised that was the end of it. I was verbally to Mum, I was like, "What the fuck is this? What is this?"
It's a fucking non-story.
It's a non-story, yeah. This is the start of the story, the end.
Nothing happened. Good night.
The most funny thing that happened was a man fell into an Alzheimer's patient's fucking driveway.
I mean, that's
we learned later on he was a paratrooper, so it was even worse that he died by parachuting.
It's not unfunny.
It's not unfunny, but it's not I think his name was Fred. We should probably write this up, shouldn't we?
We probably should, I suppose.
Oh, and also, last thing as well. The other day, apparently, Russia were flying jets with nukes near to the UK.
What? Why? Go away, Putin.
To try and be
with
like,
your nukey bombs.
you Westerns, but then didn't do anything, obviously.
Yeah.
We're alive. Fuck you, Putin.
I'll be honest.
What are you Putin in yourself?
I've considered moving into Birmingham before and then gone like, nah, because if someone nukes us, Birmingham's on the list.
You know what? I am tired of reading how Putin is about to die in a few days.
Yeah, that's not going to
Cancer.
happen.
I have literally seen this for months now.
Yeah. That man's got enough fucking, like, Russian psychic doctors and shit to do whatever he needs.
I mean,
he's got a ton of Uris back there.
He might have cancer.
Red alert fucking vans out there, just let me know.
Red alert 3.
Red alert 2, mostly.
I thought I recently...
Yuri's Revenge, where you could fucking get a clone thing and each time you built a troop, it would build another version of that troop. And you could just have a fucking army of fucking ruthless champions.
I just like the one with Tim Curry's...
Spice! I'm going to go to the one place that has not been corrupted by capitalism. Spice!
If you want to see them, go a couple of episodes back on the In Your House Comedian podcast with Alex Plant. At the end of it, he was talking about all of them, so naturally I had to put them into it.
They're so fucking good.
They're amazing. Watching the lady shooting a machine gun and getting turned on, which I understand.
Yeah.
I think we're all there. We've all been there.
Tim Curry was like one of the... I mean, he's still around, but his stroke fucked him up a bit.
What?
But he is one of the fucking greatest fucking comedic actors who has ever existed.
He's probably not as spicy as he used to be, so he's less Tim Curry now and a bit more Tim Coleman. I am hilarious.
Oh dear. I think that's a good one to end on.
I love it. I like a legit dad there.
Yeah, that was a proper dad joke.
That was a legit dad joke there. And I'm okay with it.
He's more like Tim Coleman.
Bye bye.